What has that got to do with a mini katu attitude? Yes, someone fix your mind. What has that got to do with anything? Obsen me aminu no. Oya madam for pa. Obsen ado me share am course. But me nu me anu nyina nim say ade na wo ye no jandam, political jandam. Na me nu me anu na te happy FM ye 2016 year yes ade no. So it means minimum agoro na ni so chen. Okay kansem hu na eni ma wo wi anu akotena ye kan say mimos. Obsen ado ye wi anu akotena mimos jowulu. E kire ho Methodist dan na kire ho. Ni asere because asem no e kan nya no kore. Eti de wo ye ni you should know say I know it better. Binu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asem no nya no kore akama nya no kore. Binu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Binu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Binu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Mini katu attitude. Yes, someone fix your mind. What has that got to do with anything? Obsen me aminu no. Oya madam for pa. Obsen ado me share am course. But me nu me anu nyina nim say ade na wo ye no jandam, political jandam. Na me nu me anu na te happy FM ye 2016 year yes ade no. So it means minimum agoro na ni so chen. Okay kansem hu na eni ma wo wi anu akotena ye kan say mimos. Obsen ado ye wi anu akotena mimos jowulu. E kire ho Methodist dan na kire ho. Ni asere because asem no e kan nya no kore. Eti de wo ye ni you should know say I know it better. Binu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Abetra say na mukokofo akoso mo no mokoye dey we are in charge you are not in charge bia hu. Hope see you know say you are not in charge bia hu. Ubo trim castle ana akoso mo no mokoye dey hey me say Ghana for mumye mani ye bie mani amoma hunu de ekoso Ghana e political distortion omo sheda no omo ye. You, I'm telling you, you know it is the way and you should know say I know it better. Binu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Binu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Asantefonia can for the problem of this country. Yet is what yen can't. Asantefonia can for the problem of this country. Yet is what yen can't.
Yo, fool, and you half the MPP. It may vote to a MPP. The may vote to a MPP say. Sabio ombatna so mu ye bibi o manye bibi o me vote am MPP if it's a numu ne ya den ya wo metoye me mogya no afra etu dan me kɔ party bia enye yi ti me de MPP de osunu kokuroko aboa kase na ogina wano wo so ono an me vote de ama me vote asabe ya tumi afiri malata ha Bawumia so de me vote am ne se Bawumia o MPP ni Bawumia oba ya no enkono me ne enkoye akura ebe ye yie ebi so ote ho no ebia nya nsam nyina na o kachira na na otie ebia nya nsam nyina na o kachira na na otie na senke nsam nyina na o kachira na otie a ka ebia nka nima mu so ayede agode amaye fu enya half the MPP ni it me vote to am MPP ye me vote to am MPP say sabio ombatna so mu ye bibi o manye bibi o me vote to am MPP ebi se numu ne ye den ya wo metoye me mogya no afra etu dan me kɔ party bia enye yi ti me de MPP de osunu kokuroko aboa kase na ogina wano wo so ono an me vote de ama me vote ama nana fu enye half the MPP ni it me vote to am MPP ye me vote to am MPP say sabio ombatna so mu ye bibi o manye bibi o me vote to am MPP ebi se numu ne ye den ya wo metoye me mogya no afra etu dan me kɔ party bia enye yi ti me de MPP de osunu kokuroko aboa kase na ogina wano owoso ono an me vote dia
blind. I can say be a blind. B-L-I-N-D. Blind. Or any pabe.
Obia otutu.
Obia otutu. Obia otutu.
Otutu. Obia otutu. So of fullest no otutu.
Obia honest and a 2 men are here.
Nye a table free.
Table free. The blind. Crown. The blind.
Obia was shot to Moja.
Obia
was shot to Moja.
Why they?
A bon pa.
Or no bon.
A bon.
Now him.
The
blind, eh?
The blind. It be o blande ay muko.
If you are
O blandi muko.
or blindy.
O blandi o de muko go blind mo blandi.
And muko good day.
Blanding.
Blanding.
De dinya muko.
And
Blender.
Now a word to a wise is enough. Achasa, a word to a wise is enough.
Asempa na asemko.
Now a word to a wise is enough. Achasa, a word to a wise is enough.
Asempa na asemko.
Now a word to a wise is enough. Achasa, a word to a wise is enough.
Asempa na asemko.
yo full enya half the MPP ni it me vote to MPP the me vote to MPP say sabio on batna so mo ye bibi o mo anya bibi o me vote to MPP if say numu ne ye den ya wo me to ye me moja no afra etu dan me kɔ party bia enye yi ti me the MPP die osunu kokuroko aboa kase na ogina wano wo so ono an me vote die amana
Asantefoni akanfo na the problem of this country. Yet yet so a yen can't. Asantefoni akanfo na the problem of this country. Yet yet so a yen can't. Asantefoni akanfo na the problem of this country. Yet yet so a yen can't.
Blind. I can say be a blind. B-L-I-N-D. Blind. Or any pabe.
Obia otutu.
Obia otutu. Obia otutu.
Otutu, obia otutu. So of fullest no otutu.
Obia honest and a 2 men are here.
Nye a table free.
Table free. The blind. Crown. The blind.
Obia was shot to Moja.
Obia
was shot to Moja.
Crown. The blind.
Obia was shot to Moja.
Obia
was shot to Moja.
Crown. The blind.
Obia was shot to Moja.
Obia
was shot to Moja.
Hey.
tia aha na ya me de. Free as it is on the aba.
Good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4:24 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 9:24 in Ghana. We're live across the world on Facebook. You can watch us live on With Audio Respect page on Facebook. With Audio Respect page on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube. On YouTube, you can search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are also live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We are also live on Multi TV. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. Search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. Our affiliates on Facebook, they are cross-posting this show live tonight across the world. We have Benjamin Wayo Mahama's page on Facebook. They are cross-posting the show live tonight. Thank you very much, Benjamin. Good evening to NDC TV. They are also cross-posting the show live tonight on Facebook. NDC TV are also live tonight on Facebook. We have Honorable Joseph Yamin's platform on Facebook tonight. They are also live. Kevin Taylor, my official Facebook page. We are streaming this show live tonight across the world. Thank you very much, family, for tuning in to the most authoritative, most listened to platform on the planet right now. Thank you, Mr. S. I just received it. Tonight, we'll be going back into history. We will be reminding you of something that most Ghanaians, especially Voltarians and other tribes in Ghana, we have all forgotten about. It's got to do with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, how Mahmoud Bawumia set the Voltarians up. How Mahmoud Bawumia set the Volta region up. And when I say the Volta region, I'm talking about the people from the Volta region who are also Ghanaians. In 2015, 2016, NDC deliberately used Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to set Voltarians up to change the elections the way it looks. We have taken our time to analyze Bawumia's statements, the proponent and exponent, the symposia and symposiums that he had across the nation. Specifically, we're going to talk about his one of his events, the ones that he organized. One of them, which was actually targeted at the Volta region. And also it's got to do with when the NPP were insistent that the register in Ghana was supposed to be changed. I'm talking about the voter register. They were pushing for the change in the register. They made a case and they made Bawumia make the case for them. Tonight, we are going to let Ghanaians understand the lies Mahmoud Bawumia told from opposition, how some people in the NPP sat behind the scenes, drafted lies, gave it to Bawumia for Bawumia to present. In fact, Mahmoud Bawumia has been somebody who has made sure that anything the NPP wanted to do, especially when it got to do with tribalism, they always had to use Mahmoud Bawumia, who is a northerner. I keep telling Ghanaians that anytime the NPP wants to do something tribalistic, they want to execute their tribal agenda, they always find somebody from the north. And I'm not being harsh on my northern brothers and sisters, but it has been something that the NPP, they have done for a very long time. They always use the northness. My brothers and sisters, especially those who are Muslims, they use them to get power, or they use them to win power. Tonight, we'll go back into history. We will let you know what Mahmoud Bawumia, the NPP, what they did to Voltarians. What I want to say is, we need to be reminding each other of what has happened in the past. That is the only way we can shape in our future. So when we go all the way into the past to bring you things that you have forgotten about, do not be pissed off. It helps us to understand how our politics, how it has basically developed or evolved to this point. The reason why the country is so divided, tribal lines, religious lines, so many things, it was because the NPP as a political party, they wanted power, they needed power, and what they had to do was to use religion, tribe, and also other things politically to win power. Today, all these things are playing against us as a nation. The kind of idea the NPP brought into our politics from 1992, let's be very fair, from 1996, clearly shows that the NPP is a tribal party, and the people who have continuously led the NPP have always executed an agenda, and the agenda was to hide behind tribe and to divide the country. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, being greedy, being callous, and being very ignorant, fell in the trap. They used Mahmoud Bawumia against Voltarians to paint a picture around the world, and especially to Ghanaians, especially to we Akans, that Voltarians were bringing people from the neighboring country, especially from Togo, to vote for the NDC. Tonight, we'll expose the lies. After this show, you can also come out with your analysis and try to let people know that Mahmoud Bawumia was telling the truth or lies. Remember, in 2015-16, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia came up with a list of people he says that they went to the Republic of Togo to go do background check on those people, biometric facial, to know that those people were Togolese and were voting in Ghana. What happened to that? But that is not even the main focus. The main focus is the lies that the NPP told and how they have hidden behind the same lies they were telling to lie to us Ghanaians. Tonight's show is going to be more of maths, more of history, more of fact checking. My name again is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. I will be your host. My producers are on standby. They'll be giving you all the facts to serve you tonight. Remember, we are live across the world on all platforms. Our main platform is on Multi TV, Loud Silence TV. That is our TV station. We are also live on YouTube, Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. With all due respect, it's our official Facebook page. Our affiliates are cross-posting the show live this evening across the world. Benjamin Wayo Mahama, his platform on Facebook tonight, they are blazing the show. NDC TV, Honorable Joseph Yamin, Kevin Taylor, my official Facebook page, and also Ghana News Thread. These affiliates are all blazing. You can follow all these pages. You will get this show live. My name is Kevin Taylor. On Facebook, on YouTube, we are live. Ghana, enyumbre mabano na yesa eba bejum edien biom entina ende enyumbre matrase me ena midi jumade we hu chiame bedindi Ekobedu Taylor enyumbre yebeka Ghana abakwasam kakra efa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia sebio onya abutre edi neni to ho sebio Bawumia enim se tumia na openti otwa atro eto eye ahonafo so na atro no Ede atro na Bawumia twaye or the sebio ahonafo bebi omu free eduane omu di sene omu tini omu din etie or the nyoma bi esusu omu de hye omu kon ema MPP for na omu pese change register nti omu ka se ampa saa boni we anasa adwrim anasa election anasa abato sebio amanfo bi wiem no ahonafo ena ewiem efiri ahonafo sebio in Ghana na yese omu nyina etoma eye de NDC. And then you bring you back akofa sa abakosem na abekiro akiro sene ya Mahmoud Bawumia ema Ghana fo nyina adwene se ahonafo Togo fo no me akromfo a omuwia abamu na nyumbre Mahmoud Bawumia nkasa asem okan no ye beka kotwa asem no de abrew na ya sa busa ne nsem na ebusa MPP nsem se ekosi sen na ebe sa nsem omukan yi omuntumi wanamo na sebio ye de eye figures anase abana nkasa beto ye be compare region to region, constituency to constituency. Ni amagana fo hu eye atra MPP for ehye eye den yimu ene sebio tribe mu amore say e Ghana since na nado dan kweku fo eba power 2016 on eba Bawumia no Ghana mu acheche oba tribe emu acheche oba eye Christosum Muslimusum eye osum kra mu agidie mu a ni nyina emu acheche Ghana no kra eni ha biem efiri se MPP abanwe ene part we your imagine say omo de inchichemu ene betumi ewini aba eno waye ede abebedru ha mpempenswe Ghana yaji ye ho a enje atro ene krono ene sebio dwirim ena ase Ghana man enwumbre benya abotre dwudwom mekirechirem ena sebio de ebrofo no betuma ate ase no mekirechirem e otwi e ma watemase ena sebeka mfante so meka kakra French ne so meye tulipas enkramio bonsoir je m'appelle Kevin Akobedu Taylor au producers au indirect Washington DC au Ghana au Afrique just adie de we ano na we ano ye nhome kura brofo ene French de ye ka enti enwumbre yaba no na yaba. If you're live on YouTube, just like the show, push it all the way to 1K. If you're on Facebook tonight, share the show and let's get something done. Me say NPP, ewo ye mojem, ye jimi kura ewum, so mo yankwasi afo kura ewum. Ada na obu ofu sa na tie. De bia me ka che Ghana for say. If you are thinking say NPP na esi wono, ade ketewa, then you are underestimating yourself. Ye onipa be 5 million amato abama NPP. So nobody in Ghana should underestimate the NPP. There are people who are NPP for, and it's not about how the government is running the country, and yet about ahochre, and yet about chrono, and yet about sebio nipa yikuomo. It is about NPP. Inti also tia say, I think Ghana for more politics ase, any party politics ase. Nipa dodo bebre eto aba ma NPP not because omni say NPP be Ghana, na because say NPP na omu mojemu. Inti so bi say ade woni mojema, sa ade na ikunu kura obetinim. Ene na also tia ye obadwemba ene wogimifo. Inti yete ha no, ene tina de bia ye betrase a na ye bie Ghana fo na sebio ebi mu adada omo madwene se omo so ye de MPP etwa omo mogem anase ewo mogem yamfa party anwo bia yamfa edien osom anwo bia yamfa edien eye amabu anwo bia nipa ne ba asase so besua Bibi a friend racism. Yemfa racism on wo. Akwara bi a ebe wo no onim red or black or brown or white or blue. Akwara bi obewu ni bia oye bibini a ebe wo no ato ekuru bi so no. Eye nie obewu ni de obesua ena mema no suban asesa. Enti se yawo akwara to onye so okọ daycare na se enkwara guo na mnyina ye be 6 months 8 months they play together, they laugh together, they hug together. They don't know their colors, they don't see the difference. It's about omu nyini no what they are used to, what they are taught, and also what they are taught, and I say what they are briefed, the things they see, the kind of language they listen to, and I say the kind of stories they listen. And then na esesa nipa. Inti se kometia na se me maame ahunani na me papa eya kani na se metena ha na se metan eye de intenia na eye de ya ka kire me eye de me beto ye ebia me nyini ye no me fie nim no na me papa mpeso obehu nkremofo ompeso obehu ntafo ebia na me maame okiri ntafo na se okiri asantefo enti me nyini nyina no na asantefo enipa bia metan omo ana se ebia na de nkremofo ana ntafo ye nkofo bia metan omo eno na me de benyini eno ena mesua ebia metifie no na ebia nsema me papa na me maame ne me nuanum mpedifo ka no na ne nyina akotia asantefo ekotia ede entafo ekotia krobofo eno ena me de benyini inti naturally no eye de medi enyini de mete de mehu de omomodi menim ka kirem no eno ena ba metrim e ma me de bo me bra inti sende so bibie na no ka kire wo se MPP ye de twa me fruma e wo me mogema na enye se nipa no sebio onim de okan eye de ye de feedi no eye de ye de tete no eye de aka to ni trim. Into sometimes people are not supposed to be so pissed off when they hear people ignorantly saying say MPP de e wo me mogemo omogimi kura MPP because yamane nyini abeti ase ma na behu se e kwan we na enye no eno na wo so ofaso na wo kire kura faso so a mental brainwash ade bia nipa bi ede ahye nipa bi trim ye nyina no we didn't even know till class 5 and 6 we didn't know what religion was, we didn't know we because ye yankora no na ehun sem kremufo Friday bia omoko juma omoko masalachi, we didn't care. Your classmates for kremufo ebi asantefo ebi amfantefo but ye nyini then the conversation starts to change. Omo mudi enim no keka nsem to etrim omo wo ye no keka nsem to etrim omo ye ne omo timantem start keka nsem to etrim uko zongo na zongo de okwo ha kwa kuntokwo omo mo ho no omo ni hyehyehye kwasi asem nko. So you start to soak those things, you start to believe those things. And so me ken na nkrebo ni bi o mantem ho no wakwa abrochire abebie pharmacy a ne ma me na okas man nko zongo no sa nkrebo ni pharmacy e ho ne koto eduru sa ho kire ba ebu a ye nyine ni aka kire mo na ahonafo na okọ mo ho omo de ometu eduro ku omo de so mo peduro papa yeti Ghana 99% of ahonafo Christopher and the bibsu nkremufo. It is interesting but yada to nipa bitim se ahonafo de uko bi afia bosom siwo. That is what we grew up with. Obitumi ka say na asantefo na okọ boy asantefo de omo panipo asantefo de omedi watem enso ko hwe ye genuine honest asantefo a sebi odi omo di nkomo bobra omo adwene be ka ho e ma wo bra no akoso. Inti it is what we grow up to hear and listen to, what people tell us. And until ma obitumi gina ka say media me MPP ni e wo me mogem. The moment you hear that, I also tell you say nipa no ne ntete a ye de tete no ye tete no on the wrong footing. Ye tete no on the wrong footing. Ye ka kire ne say ohu bone kra onka say ohu bone. Enti nipa sa no sebio ye nja na we kire ye tunifo. So better than Jimmy man no jano ho na omo amobetie no kre no, we move along with them. And that is how we are supposed to be building this nation. We cannot get everybody to support the right thing. There are some people who know the right thing, but they'll deliberately do the wrong thing. And that's how it is. That's human nature. Ubuha ompese obetene. Ubuha opese otene. Ubuha, they are willing to listen to the truth, to change their lives, to make some decisions. Some people so why not you say ontie onim no kre no obeso otene ni Jimmy mu. You don't spend too much time on the foolish ones. You always have to understand, as far as there's life, there's always room for people to think and reason and change their mind. And when I see videos like people saying the MPP ni ye de twame moja ye de wo me, I don't get worried. I don't get so worried about it because the obesion asasi no o ma ho kwan a na sebio utumi ehu no kure no wa ma ho kwan a otena gimi mu nyame som kura ye wo ye no na ye nyina ye nim nkremusum na ye nim de ye Kristo som ye nyini ye and ye bedwene ye and ye betie ye and ye decide say we will pick one. So it's all about you and the decisions you make today. Inti don't get too worried. When you hear people, Mami Penifo, Papa Penifo, and Kwara, Kase NPP, they try me fruma. It has not changed anything. Because whether you like it or not, NPP is also another big political party in Ghana, the same as the NDC. So as much as NPP or Kwanipa woman there, obviously you Jimmy Foam, you win answer foam, the same as the NDC. Into sometimes, some of the things when you hear, you just have to smile about it and move and try to make a difference by telling the people the truth. Making the right decision that will benefit them. Today, we are not supposed to be to concentrate on some statements. Jimmy. I said, or say, Jimmy and Peppa School. Into imagine so be a Jimmy no one's uncle school. Sani pane bre. That is how it works. So you are not supposed to get so worried when you hear stuff like that. Sanity. Why? That's how it is. On YouTube, we are doing how many likes, and on Facebook, we are doing how many shares. It's very, very important. I can see YouTube, we are doing 687 likes. Not encouraging. Oh, YouTube right now, show me how many eyeballs do we have? We have 2,945 eyeballs, almost 3,000 eyeballs. We have been live for 27 minutes. So you only put 2,900 share live on YouTube. We need to get 1,000 likes on YouTube. On Facebook, Mr. S, Mr. P, just monitor the shares and let me know. On Facebook, we need to do a K and 1,000 shares before we can officially start tonight's show. But hey, young fans, so yaba no ne aba ede na ekoso Ghana min tibia amanfo edidi matem sa Kevin Taylor de opatenie na mama ndi atem na menye den na yeti kuro no ebi mo gimi impenifo ni bi agimi a yenye omde yensan ka me se sebe pejina wejimi and I'm not going to say sebe to pejina wejimi pejina oto ema ende oko ede kolebu amanfo dialysis center nipa enya yentumi save nipa life na sa penyin de Ghana sika current jet onya penyin kwasia na edien and the nipa ewu kolebu na penyin bi $12 million yenim bebia sika fa onya penyin kwasia oya kwasia. So why are you saying say media tem de ose kwasia na yesene kwasia de oya kwasia na ona yesene kwasia penyin e de tumi ama na ondi so a onfanya de pa no ona penyin kwasia. Inti Bawumia penyin kwasia or some sene kwasia. It does not mean some metano. Dear why no enya papa. Eye den ene eti kuruma na $12 million ayira. Akwhye nipa bibotom. Na nipa bi ehie sika asa omo yare a omo no mutua taxes. Na o ka chem se sa penyin men sanka se nyame nhira no. Na kwasia to ye wo me ye se ye de eye den insansoro ne so me. Debi ameba me ka kire wo wo si atete wo Kristo mu wo atete wo nkremu mu a etia wo mbra no memfrɛ wo ha wo debi amebetena me ka kire mo mo si atete wo Kristo mo de mako school mo ni ate mo de you are Christian gentlemen and Christian women intimate membership I size from any yin wa ha. I'm begging you wo si atete wo Kristo mu wo de ofie Kristo for de wo mu buade monse kwasia monse so bi agimifo munni atem mesrew wo hwa wa ebone a sexy movie a size movie ne yi no ha it is a Pornhub enti so on pepo no a menhwe ena maka kire no because obehwa wa ebone enti wo ye Kristoni na so say eye wo de yatetew Kevin Taylor de antete no de papa ne maame antete no odidi atem an ye de antete ye de agimi enti apensa wo yatetew no hwa wa agimi cheme enti ko na koko kenkan Bible ana ko frɛ eldamreku na chance o ma quotations wa bodam ne se beto so ha penyini a wagimi akwara a wagimi akwara onim nyansa penyini onim nyansa sa wudi kwasia ye bese kwasia because o mine ne ye kyekere Ghana taxes na nyobi adea ye njai on hwa akɔ sa minti on to ma NDC a mento ne se fa me Mr. P, are we good to go? We have done 927 likes on YouTube. Please, good evening to Kwansma. Kwansma, it will be God day. Kwansma is having a fine. Kwansma, on your Kwansma. Lucy saying, 8 months no for any problem. Lucy, only problem back. Lucy, sell us and papa and buy no friend papa. And okay, so that the why idea, Obama asubu, and papa friend say, Lucy, ni papa ye asante for him for nibi. Or feeling me rough. papa no enyumre bia o hwe me show no say eyi ni baaye no say is movie ni baaye no na ne de nka ho Lucy papa maase na maase de nka ho na maase ne bɔ me o ka chem say Kevin we die me nkɔfo me ne o ma na tena me nhia edi dwuma de bia membo na nkenye Lucy papa anka ye besi okuro ma nke bi ni Lucy de bia munda Lucy ase kwansma de ono o senior ono de kan say Jack relax kwansma say masa mo ana mo nim bibi ai Lucy papa na se ne me yire ni nua be ma ni Yesu mote Ghana mo Yesu dingi sika me makonta moa ezabi me tie me ya o makonta ni Yesu utipe ne me ofui Yesu ajiu ni bebi ofiri de hona me yire firi ni nua be ma ni Yesu e na mote Ghana se me yire nua be ma no one ne obebia asase mu yate mamo fa ne dingi sika nkwasiafo munja me nua be ma makonta si edin to ho na ye nuanom no mo nso makonta ne yenko yenim modi ma konta dingi sika meti amon so to me anka bia anka metua royalties oh Kevin he said wa konta dini bia sorry fufuru your friend cathedral na anka mama $2 million na ma edin so we dey akonta mon fanko modi ma konta di to Ghana in the name of Jesus most abodi ni say no yasuya makaza your friend is your friend Jesus of Nazareth ya wo no Nazareth asase so enye Jesuya Messiah ni nyina anya Jesu din ye me na we makonta na me ka kire mo Edian kwasesam so no bode makonta dia giskasa hwe obi te se uzu bempa kwasesam nko a onche da nipa onye nipa papa bia one akoya wayere se bayire eye kusibu aten kwasefo we nyina edi me makonta din giska didi kwasesam. All right, what else? We have done 995 likes on YouTube. Let's do 1,000. Intimate Sramo mema ofui bia mfa makonta din engiska organa biem. Nobody should use Jesus ya makonta. Yesu akonta ne me. Me aso na frame Mufasa. O sorry internet Jesus. Ena mba no so eframe eden BJ, the baby Jesus. And I say BJ, and I said black Jesus. Ni nyina wo ho. Esi ade me Yesu akonta. Udidi matama no me beba wo so. Me Yesu akonta. Udidi matama no me beba wo so. In the name of Jesus. Me se me Yesu akonta. Yesu Nazareth ni oyeju ni meyire eju ni nua be ma no ena momudi ni dingiska inti Ghana Revenue Authority me Yesu akonta o sabutumi gigi asori sika na momam kakra wa obedi matam ni Yesu bebo odua udi matam a me Yesu akonta ho be kyerɛw Yesu be ku ato atwene yawedu me nua me makonta ni Yesu me say first 1990 me 2010 ni atom so baako so me pe dance ne ade di na me win the whole Eastern Region dancing and dressing competition and afenso no na me yabofra no so masem den because of say konfuba me no we to 10 ni atomi so baako me tibi di atomi so baako me no we to 10 ni atomi so baako me tibi di kontom ne fro parabasalt me tibi so ayeti ni ade when so hye nsem nko a ewinsa ni ade mape ni ayi nyina enu job be say 4 packets a day change smoker me no we to 10 ni atomi so baako me tibi di kontom ne fro parabasalt me tibi so ayeti ni ade when so hye nsem nko a ewinsa ni ade mape ni ayi nyina enu job be say 4 packets a day change smoker smoker yene abodam ne yeba o yene tumi to 10 ni ato yaso mienu buy 10 get one free no ni aye palaba salt ye wi a ne chain yetumi num jot 18 packet a day chain smoker yene yakode fiase nyina ba o say the dangerous stage was say enpo no twality ano yes was summarizing no na esenka ya wodi esenka odwudwoma ene nenka nyina abortion waye nipati a wetwa nyoma waye wi akikeduro ene eyi apeteshia ye de impreg waye nyina na onumbi but the okeka ene surface no was summarizing o say onu krampo do which is why the ti amamo no was summarizing ya wodi no nyame nhira o yes agonta. All right Jack, let's do the summary no na ya odika so odwudwoma wi tofe we apeteshia de pregwaye apeteshia ye de wi asia ye insefu a ye de jota ka ho o ka so ko deeper we so go twa ne short no why ne was summarize it on so ka say we kran put some in simple amamo so me pe dance ne ade di me na me win the whole Eastern Region dancing and dressing competition and afenso no na me yabofra no so masem den because of say konfuba
Menu wheat, we talk to wheat 10, near to me so back. Me to be the contum the fro, parabasalt, we to be so a tea. Near date, when the association is a moon coin, near dear ma penny, when you jot there's a 4 packets a day, change smoker. Yes, a maternity, I don't know, Macoka. Yes, a maternity, I don't know, Macoda bodyguards. 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 To be so a tea near date, when the association is a moon coin, near dear ma penny, when you jot there's a 4 packets a day, change to be so a tea near date, when the association.
I will do a chance with Trinity across. No, I cutting the short. Don't go detail and come over to me. What does someone who be there? Yeah, we don't go detail. We were in detail, also Trinity across. No, we 10 + 1 and a palaba salt and a chain smoke. Now, go to do my own carpet matters as you so. But to Ghana, would you do me? Makunta di edin kwasi asem. All right, mummy and you yeah, I don't know. At the end of what town? We were town. And the social media segment short pa capitalization. Nana Akomia MPP for catch them say a year we will pay your rent in our second term. NPP youth. Nana Akomia be catch them say and then Nana Akomia only lead a Mahmoud Bawumia campaign. Atrophobia and say Omo we atropho pa no we dangerous. Omo kasa boko. You know, on Nana Akomia okasa no bonenum. Hey Randy. You know, people don't know. Omo ye dangerous. Omo time omo yan kwara no bo ampe. Sang boys na omo yes ade no. Otrofo a osa bonenum. Oni tiaga so bi bonenum a okasa na otu koma. And you know Randy, sang kofo no omo na ne from kojo besia ne kwara brem no omo na mbo oshiwa ene okontro. Omo na omo bo ampe no. Awan copy. I see any rhythm no. Sana na Akomia omo kan okre. And then na Akomia mumusa ne say MPP youth or see MPP aban 2020 year ye ko 2024 omo betua mo rent omo tua ma mo ana. Akwa we sade Bawumia benanti abehye mo bofoforo. Mesina na Akomia osano no ne mba abo ampe. Otwa ntra otwa ne boko Randy. The NDC omo no sa omo na from kojo besia na omo ne mba ne bo ampe those times no oshiwa obe use sia na control oye hard mumuza ne say otrofo na Akomia yi sa rent na so obetua ma NPP youth na wen na ko yentua omoka yentua nurse foka yentua teacher trainee foka nurse train yentua obiaka papa wait na TV so ka say NPP youth ye ba betua mo dan ka mo ye wo 2024 akabo so me nkono ne akoto aba na Akomia na esa ba bedi Bawumia ni mabeka kire say hwe ne hu wi sa ka etia ne toma Bawumia. Nana Akomia and the Bawumia say we ditro mfie 9 we fufu entro ko efu auto what say entro de what say o ya akora na obampe na oyi oshiwa brana sa bedi mechiko ka kire Ghana NPP youth nkwasiafo ne say Bawumia homo ntoma no momu say Nana Akomia say sa eye edan na no so mo be rent ama NPP youth no edan no rent awie me say mema mo ye dangerous mbema we are dangerous in mbema sebi okasa obonenum Randy my friend here say debi aso budi alewa san kwara no san mbema no munyi no mo bo ampe one copy atu san kofo ni bia enti na Akomia mumusa ne say rent na mo be rent no rent awi ana also so bia no bo ampe nkora brimpa obo oda hobo dem ai obekoro gina wa ona ne awan atu omutu bo na okoda eve dey na ba dey asa atoro ba ai Nana Akomia o twa tro basa atoro na Nana Akomia papa peyin toto ti say Bawumia be twa ntra asa asoma o sa akodi Bawumia ni ma ko twa ntro na ede na wo pe wa asase we so Mr. P thank you very much inti Bawumia ne advices now campaign ni nyina mo betu no fo Mahmoud Bawumia campaign ni nyina no impenifo ayi omo so omo betu Bawumia fo na Bawumia campaign enkoso na Ghana yentumi ento abama Bawumia no JA Kufo ya papa Kufo one na be ma Bawumia advice Ghana ye nya butre pa ni anka ya nya butre asema be ka no J.A. Kufuor and the Bawumia campaign or no any advisory committee on a chairman on the Kufuor. J.A. Kufuor. Ya papa Kufuor ya o. Enye Kufuor da ya o. Kufuor da ya enya Kufuor fufuro. Da ya dear or koji 50 cents. 50 India for say 50 cents. 50 cents Kufuor. Onwa biemo wasaba. Otibongresim ene piano. Or cyber so nkwasia samsum nkwasia fo di nkwasia besi asuma oba be say your life kra Kufuor wasaba biem ya ka kirem se Kufuor ya bosom o CNPP so 50 cents waba Kufuor ena wa unim Jack Toronto enso hobby ono de obi an nisuban oya gove wan call law school so call law school on for certificate but no certificate okonum wiwa abrochire de bo na oba ya so call law school na do dan Kufuor do Jack Toronto na no so se bola bet ono so eka ho obeboa Bawumia ma na wini Freddie Blay we mu na mo nyansafo obeboa eyedien ombeboa Bawumia ma de wini election into technically these are the people who want Bawumia to lead Ghana. So I want Tiasia, Wemo ena ebe to Bawumia fo. I'm making sure say Bawumia win election 2024. Wemo, Obiani will be more than 10 years account. Enko form guzui. Obiani will be more than 10 years. Omina be. We ja Kevin dear. Akora na wakasa answer what bodam. Mawari awo. Me you be uncle wate. Me you be papa o bodam. Me si Wemo, o show mu age gua 10 years. Obi anka was as no munyinewu. I'm going to make it the worst decision for you people. They have nothing to lose. Freddie Blay on the cast of top bus is 257 ama NPP constituency bia or the bus by also from Jimmy Nkoda and the or the Dana STC and Ochiguni yem. Mwe Jimmy MPP. Ghana ye Jimmy ana. These are people, they are dangerous. These are criminals. Sanko from Guai. Sanko Fowi. Madam Elizabeth Ohene ni enti krom ha. Ena Sam Jonah ebe ka kire Ghana for say. Eye senior omane kono. Ono Sam Jonah sebio so omani sika sam say ono sebio be ha no ba ha ne sa because sebio wabone bra bi na o ka kire Ghana for say eye MPP amabuo we omunyira omahu amabuo da. This is not going right. Nyoma bi nkoye Elizabeth Ohina ne nufu satabo no obedidi Sam Jonah atem because they are all benefiting from this criminal entity called a political party MPP. Elizabeth Ohine 10 years ento no wu 10 in fear it was bronya 10 we were 90% bronya 10 to munyina be. They are making decisions for you. They want Bawumia to lead you. After Bawumia, under the leadership of Bawumia, PDS, Ejapa, Edian, Esiko, Wia Kunipa, almost some pese yebe chinko form yes anity. Sanko kura winning brewa we are moto atwinchomono. Amo pese Bawumia ni MPP twaso. Sene be ya boni anko fo dino, ya nko chinko fo no. Mesi we mo 10 years kura dos omo nyina be wu. Reverend Joyce Aye, the cathedral. Reverend Joyce Aye, no shasi ono. The cathedral. It will be a manger of free. Mako tobo ba 2 million. Abesha form. Say, moko fa free me yiri krom Israel. Abesha form inti ebesi cathedral. Ochin, uko Israel. Cathedral sen o. The cathedral. Joyce Aye kromfo ono oye PNDC ni o. Mini anuma santifo amo say JJ Rollins ya hunani obetwa santifo ma hemu no. Sa time na yesi JJ Rollins o Togo o Burkina o Takrade o Obuase o Kumase o Sefi 7 o'clock and people JJ Rollins o bebia na obu obi no. Na eye Joyce Aye and e church bebia JJ Rollins wo ai or your PNDC ni and they on the demo MPP wenim on so many principles. On the NPP, a political party, many principles. I say jantra for party. Jimmy Bia to me rumbi, no dibi no ko. NPP I say jantra for joint. I say petishiba. Obia to me rumbi, or no man atun to say go no ko. Cause some dirty things. How many principles bia? So where the part where the this is what we stand for. Into vagabonds. Freddie Blay on your CPP new on the nam. And no one say more for the chrome and a quarter MPP home and where the Okowini seat. Only principles bia. Madam Akosia Frema or say opare. Mami we starting the politics. No ye do anime kufuadu. Sa Frema opare. Mami paying toto when Okojina asen not. Eko yi ni draws ko bubu ni mu stage. Mami penyini. ne fu eda ne stress so ade ya chief of staff ogina stage e na obu nu ade ntira PDS aba ya sai man no ono de ni breaker to ukọ bosta mami we ono ne share na ho bost provincial mami we na oyedwuma ma no oba time ni breakers enye mami we na mbre bo so one transport minister o ma kosi bus be free China aba Ghana bus no way I did a scandal here na Ghana for hey Kevin there mami penyini mami we na ni breaker ni sika wey oye Asian slave queen o no start here wo de hwensu gu omo ho na wo huru paint no obo so mai se kokohwede we ga na Kevin de o kan se mo we me den Jimmy kono a mami we me la kope okogina Saint North mami penyini oko 80 years o sa nkofo na ho mo frame up pare oko 90 years o ne si agu ni numu ni nyina ya hyehye ne foforo terminator no nam hoza no ena de bia wa sa ankure ontufo chief of staff ontufo wotewo na na ekufu da kofa Ghana plane e de oba akotrem obra oni security clearance ena wo so ti plane mi mami penyini otu afufu koko ena oti plane ankwasiade ya you chief of staff si tufo ena ankwasiade na odi to Jubilee House wo kan ezo mu ade mesi we mu nyina Mr. P get me their ages Mr. S get me their ages. I don't talk about this one. When my ancestors so ya will be obien where you know a year after obien where you know after 1944. I'm telling you. Omomugu adewis no obien where you know after 1944. Nana de danko kufu ya won 1944 you signed the board of 1844 na ya won na ikufu ado Samant na ya wu ekufu ado oda ho ya ha se obechange mo life am ekufu ado Mr. S Mr. P get me the ages of these people na me mbon kire Ghana for year webo omatena Ghana Johnson Ghana kokotole tegu Ghana for 80 years 76 years they don't have anything to give you people we are dead they are dead horses. And yes, I'm being disrespectful, but these people, there's nothing in them again. They don't have new brains. They have nothing. They have seen whatever they have to see on this earth. And they have not been able to make anything good. Yabatina has 66 years a day. Kofor was born 1938. Kofor, you won in 1938 with the 85 years. Kofor, J. Kofor, thank you, team. Give me the rest. Kofor 1938 and ya Kofor. With the 85 years. Then Obobo on Abrabum and ya Ghana at 50. And a small girl better chain bema or chain to the kum. Brabena Kofuabo and ya Kavia Birobesi. Yeah, I can't tell them bofu. Kofor ya won in 1938. Ancestor. Women go say celebrate your more Independence Square. Near the almost start your best 6 months be about ho near Sadia Kwesiwo. Wemo. Ewura de go bo. Obi we ka say ai ube bompire so be nyina do 85. What board dam there so be 85. Obi on accomplishment. On say 85 kra e bone. Yeah, Nyankopon kra say 70. Where the 85 we ni brad there we kromfo. 1938 ni enye bicycle. 1938 na yenye car. 1938 na WhatsApp ni ho. 1938 na color TV ni ho. Kofuo. Besides, give me the rest. Freddie Blay, 1951. Ya woni before Ghana independence. Freddie Blay, 1951. Freddie Blay, 1951. Kofuo 1938. Freddie Blay, 73 years when you change Ghana. Sankofo we nyina nyini chan Ghana kwasi asam nko a enti krono ekoso nyina mu hu ye o ye nsam fama Bawumia ne pipi nto aso afa hu reality no me kire mu na woto no se Ghana no enkokora we na ese Ghana no Mr. P mo for the academy ne start show no fast Ekufuado 1944 nana ono mpo na small boy wo mo 1944 ono wedi 79 years Ekufuado bronya ebe wedi 80 on sen kofu nyina tetefo tetetabo tt before tetetabo adwene ne ntumi mwaye we mu na mbedi Bawumia chi na maka che Bawumia nto aso ɛna why bi Elizabeth Ohene 1945 Ohene 1945 with this 79 years omu nyina nyini che Ghana ɛna omu nyina so nya political appointment hwe nkwase ade o ma ya bedu hande Elizabeth he wonya political appointment free opare wonya political appointment Freddie Blair a politician Kufuor a politician yera hotia okwa santimemo nsu o ho nyina asai omu agimi me ka kirebo info di omuso. Why be Mr. P, Mr. S, get me the rest and let me finish my show. Elizabeth Ohene 1945. All right. Omia 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Omia 6. 2 more. Joyce Aye 1947. Joyce Aye at 76 years. Omu nyina nyini chen Ghana. Omu nyina abuso omu said no beka Ghana ho. Mr. S, last one. I think the last person is Akosua Frema. Give me Akosua Frema's age. That mean country omo. Frema. Awo Frema. Da ben na metie. Da ben na metie. Obido. Tudun. Akosua Japan. I menkwa medo. Frema na uda mi. Kwa mi. And then I can't to. And I'm going to and so Akosua Japan. The shoulder para. I say astronaut. I will frame. Frema 1947. Frema 1947. Onuswe di 76 years. Omu nyine nyine chen Ghana. Danwa nyumrebi. Nami nampuano. Miko hu krate biyo. Ne krate biyo. Akosua Frema. Na me fe krate king ayo. Na chese yodo. Dia grono. Na ma hwedi ye. Emun semnie. So original. Pam kudu pam kopara kudu pam hey menkwa me do Frema na we do me hey akwa baba Frema par we 76 wenyini we tell you if you have no idea mama rokoro we mu no mebo agba Bawumia manager president omu nyina be wu 10 years omu nyina wu enti yenye +1 minus 1 J.A. Kufuor 1938 wedi 80 wedi Kufuor edi 85 years plus 10 85 plus 10 saying 95 ondu obewu tema ka kiremo mentano me kiremo reality no enti 10 years na Kufuor ondu 95 do owu mentano me kire reality no Freddie Blair 1951 wedi 73 years 73 plus 10 3 83 enche no owu ondu 83 years no owu ni minimum or cancer Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado we ya won 1944 we di 79 years plus 10 we di 80 years 89 years 79 plus 10 now we di 89 years in 10 years ondu 89 no owu Ekufuado ondu 89 years no owu reality na make just say into we nyina na decision ama ye ne nipa ya friend no Joy Elizabeth Ohene ya 1945 we di 79 in 10 years no we di 89 no owu ondu o take decision amount Joyce Aye 1947 year old no say we di 76 years 76 plus 10 in 10 years no we di 86 ondu no owu. Last person, Frema Opare, you won 1947. We did 76 years. In 10 years, no, we did 86. No, remember, age you ain't football age. Into +1 minus 1. Ekufuor say +3. Anyway, you from. Into your calculation way. Now let's go back. Na yemusa sa sanko fu mu guhoi. Yanke ka mu nyina age mbom na hu how many years omodi. Ka chem so we mu na ebe change Ghana. We mu omu nyina funu no nam ho. Let's do the math. Mr. S, Mr. P, do the calculation for me. Kufuor 85 years plus a year Freddie Blair 73 years plus a year Nana Nana Akufo-Addo 79 years. Plus a year Elizabeth Ohene 79 years. Plus a year Joyce 76 years. Plus a year Frima 76 years. Omu nyina kabo momo di 468 years. Sanko we omu di bro nyankwa 468 e wo asase we so. E de nom to be ma Ghana. Ya ka se wura wonti. 468 years go from gusuno. Omu ya America, half of American independent in the American democracy. Almost 500 years on what I spend was as we so in Kofo you. So the past way, Michael Kwe Maye. Aya Hakmado Uswaj Maye. Aya Kominini. Womun kwa omodi almost 500 years. Reality na make actually. I feel with you pa. Sanko forces way. Omodi bro nyankwa 500. E was as we so. Hey, you waste your time, oh. Memfa, what can you say about that? Sanko forces pay way, almost the Brunya 468, Brunya 468. I'm the home of politics. Akaka create nobody 500 Brunyas. Kofo way that what was say, almost person Bawumia bedi nim. 5 centuries. 100 and 5 and go 49. We must say on person Bawumia be doing him. Hey, Birefi, osafuma for my Mobi enye show. Michael Koye 1944. Mame fanka 468 no home. Michael Koye 1944. That means also the 79. Michael Koye 79. Osafuma for 1932. Ya was of Mafu. Ya was 1932. Mr. S, get me his age. Osaf Mafu. He was born 1932. Me person me did 79 plus 10 no. Ebe kan wa na 89, right? Me person me di Osaf Mafu di ene kan. Osaf Mafu, give me Osaf Mafu's age. 1932 and 2024. Na me fanka 468 no na hwe bro nya ni pass access per obedi. Oti wo se we mu. Omo ni nyansa. Omo no mbe yi Bawumia ma wo. We mu di omo adwene. We mu. Popo pro propo popo 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 Edian kase nkwansia betutu na nsen wedwa. Mr. Osaf Mafu was born 1932. Into Osaf Mafu edisen. Osaf Mafu 1942. 1942. So Osaf Mafu is 77. No. Osaf Mafu is 81 years. And papa we Osaf Mafu wedi 81 years. Okay. They say already 81 plus 10 into Osaf Mafu 91. Osaf Mafu is 82 years plus 10 92. So if Osaf Mafu is 92 plus a year Osaf Mafu who is the first guy I mentioned? Osaf Mafu ne Michael Kwe. You can 89 no plus 89 plus 92. Inti yanya ni say ya de Osaf Mafu ne Michael Kwe account. Inti plus 89 plus 92. Sanko for ne beka wo mumie no beka wo di 694 bronyes. 694 years go for we o asase we so. Ya de Osaf Mafu ne Michael Kwe kan ho a. Omo twem century. We mu na be Bawumia campaign amano we mu. Omo no me chairman. Ya de Osaf Mafu ne Michael Kwe kan ho a. Omo di bronya almost 700 years. Me ana me share and steady here. I didn't come me ho a me ho adwiri me. Oh, bo watarata. Menkwa, all right, let's move forward. We audio muchia, we are bosom mo nyina 10 years. Mo de video mess about 10 years pepe mo nyina be wu. Mo da fam Jimmy now say, omo be take decision and mama we mo. Mo de mo munim. All right, let's do quick. Na me fa ade bi nkyere mo. Yes, Okoboy, I am minister, also Okotwa book, Okoboy to launch book on Ghana's COVID-19 fight. Okoboy the way Jimmy. Yababula General Hospital na Togu. Yabegina Airport, Ajiji Sike free Ghana for her. Wakotna NHIS, Abe Deputy Health Minister, and the Minister, or see on the priority say, watch your book. COVID-19 book into a belanche. The minister designate for health and outgoing chief executive of the National Health Insurance Scheme, Dr. Bernard Okoboy, has hinted at launching a book on Ghana's fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. Yeah, Okoboy, his first statement was supposed to be about La General Hospital, no? I think Crawford will Jimmy Kuramano or could book COVID-19 who book into Monsambeto. And then you are self for and then I just came to just give you some history into Okoboy and Crawford. Okoboy a buluchon. A concentrate La General Hospital a rebuildment. Okoboy F book launch a buluchon. En kwasi ade na ye Okoboy en kan for health na emfa no ho o se obetro book inti montwan obe launch in book or a minister of health. He has not raised the issue of La General Hospital. In fact, we designate cry and then also your statement sia also start here striking from now on kan ho asem also obetro COVID-19 book abuatoruwa o yan kran ni tin kran say ye de Okoboy we gimi also obetro book also abeton ama wo yanko enim me minister bia me be chechiri ma kire mo tap ko jakido no also wa launch tap Mahmoud Bawumia ye bonsam. That's all that I can say. Mahmoud Bawumia or bonsam on kind of credit and a tap and go can never work in trotro GPR2 for catch Bawumia say hey asamna na ujina TV so can obwa sa tap ya Mahama de ba 2012 ye use basa ye card wa besinda and the wa begina so launch na ebetuma on trotro no Ghana Private Road Transport DNDN for say GPR2 for say Mahmoud Bawumia boa entumi nye dwuma o trotro yet Ghana just enkwase some so ane so Mahmoud Bawumia twatro Bawumia ya bonsam Bawumia mamika eventually Bible cracker udi tro akudu point be no dan bonsam Mahmoud Bawumia we di tro dan bonsam e say we bonsam intese no etro no ontumi njai and the GPR2 for say Mahmoud Bawumia ka kire Ghana for enra say ono lanche ade Mahama lanche about 10 years ago no or sa twantro or say I ade na ho lanche no and no trotro for nyina betume use GPR2 for so boa. In fact there na GPR2 for kind. This is what the man said. He said the Ghana Private Road Transport Union GPR2 has rubbished assertion by Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia that the newly introduced automated transport ticketing system tap and go will eventually be rolled out on intra-city transport minivans popularly known as trotro. Speaking at the launch of the tap and go app yesterday, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who rebuffed allegations that the new system was just a replica of the Ayalolo bar system from the Eswal Mahama administration, revealed that unlike the closed-loop system of the Ayalolo carts that could only be used for the Ayalolo bus, the tap and go would over time have all public transport, including trotros, enrolled on it. Into Bawumia Airlanche ni so-called tap and go bus no. Osio, what is for say the oil no about Mahama Diana Abi. Embom, and ye Mahama Diana Abi confontias. The difference between the oil and the Mahama and say, on the diano in the future no trotro, you better go trotro, Bawumia Bodam. Or say what is for say a Adiana YSCano, Mahama Yen Dada 2012, 2013, 14, na the card for bus, or sing for the United Mokana insists so every Sunday Diana a different, Diana money different, or Senate Diano, in the future no, trotro for better use, internet money Diana exceptional for Mahama Diano, Bawumia Bodam. Bawumia is not okay up here. Bawumia mentally he's not stable. We try to run a bonsam. Into one. Mahmoud Bawumia jatum say adena oye nendra no a replica of Mahama why you read that wajatum Mahmoud Bawumia jatum say no the same nanso me de in the future no trotro betuma yisu and a GPR2 say kan wanu tum duba GPR2 so boa in the future bia yetumi fan trotro on kan kore Mahmoud Bawumia nya nipa, and we have said it over and over. And the videos are out there. We all know John Dramani Mahama or announce say a e-bus or the card buyer. It has been there. We have all seen it all over the place. Most of the TV so baby and the Ransford cable watching no more in Kotomunya, but this is clear.
The buses have arrived. You can see the buses at the back there. The terminal has been completed. Ayalolo bus service, a very appropriate name for this system. The system is unique in the sense of the fact that the buses are going to move according to time. If it's every 30 minutes, a bus will take off. Whether it's full or it's not full, 30 minutes, it will take off. So the conductors are not going to stand and be shouting, Accra, 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 Accra. 30 minutes, if a bus must move, it will move. And we're starting with this corridor, Amasamai of Anko Achimota to Tudu corridor. There will be two kinds of buses. There will be the express bus, and that one will go straight, direct. And there will be the ones that stop along the road. So if you are going to stop in Tesano, you don't take the express service, you take the one that stops along the road, so that when you get to Tesano, you can get off. It's going to be a new system. It's going to be a new system, and you can use your mobile phone to pay the fare. And so if you have mobile money, you use your mobile and pay the fare, and you can ride the bus. You know, it's going to be electronic ticketing. And so if you have an electronic ticket, you slot it and then you ride the bus. This is a collaboration between government and the private transport unions. And so we formed an overseeing company called GAPTI that will be responsible for supervising the operations of the bus. There's going to be an operations room here. It's fully computerized, and there will be people there monitoring. At every one time, they can tell where every single bus is. And whether it's late or it is on time, they'll be able to tell. And they can communicate with the driver and tell him what to do. And so this is a modern system. We're starting with the Amasamai of Anko Achimota route. And then from there, we're going to start with Adenta to Accra. Then we're going to start from Kaswa to Accra. And then we'll do Tema to Accra. So all the lateral routes coming into the city are going to be served with this new bus system. But Amasamai of Anko Achimota, you are number one. And that's why we're starting here. And so I want to thank you very much for the warm welcome you gave me. I'll be back here for us to commission and launch this bus project. This is just an inspection visit. They are finishing the terminal in Accra Central, and once that is finished, before the end of this year, I'll come and will officially launch the service.
So did John Mahama go back to officially commission it, to launch it? Did he do that? Yes, he did, and that is it here.
Mahama Friday afternoon commissioned the system popularly known as Ayalolo, the mass transit system, which is intended to tackle the challenge of intracity transport, is also expected to also reduce traveling time in the city. Well, speaking exclusively to Joy News' Latif Idrissa after the commissioning, President Mahama said, contrary to fears being expressed by commercial drivers that Ayalolo will put them out of business, it would rather complement their work and improve transportation in the country.
The Ayalolo bus system has finally been commissioned by His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama a couple of minutes ago, and I'm currently honored to enjoy the ride with His Excellency and the Minister of Transport, who is joined by other dignitaries in the Ayalolo bus, which is going to largely decrease the congestion and the traffic situation in the national capital. Now, this first phase of the system is going to operate on the Nsawam corridor. Subsequently, other projects are going to be commissioned to largely reduce the traffic situation in the national capital. Tell us how the ride was.
Very smooth. We rode with you. You see how smooth it was. Yeah. I believe that is the beginning of good things to come. Every modern city needs a modern public transport system that can service all categories of people. Because we haven't had a a good public transport system. A lot of people are forced to use their private vehicles, and that's causing a lot of congestion. But you have neat buses, air-conditioned, very nice. A lot of people will be tempted to leave their cars at home and ride the buses to work. And so that's what we're trying to encourage. We're doing mainly the lateral corridors. That's bringing people from out of the city into the city. So this one that we've just commissioned is for the Amasama Central Business District route. And then we're going to start the Adenta into the Central Business District. And then we'll do the Kaswa Malam into the Central Business District. Then from Tema along the beach road into the Central Business District. The other distribution will be done by the private transport owners, but this would be the start of a modern public transport system in Ghana. We're starting with Accra, but the intention is to move it to the other cities, Kumasi, Takrady, Ho, Tamale, and all our other major cities. But I think it's good. The buses are nice, comfortable, and people can ride in safety.
My Excellency, the concern being raised by the public has to do with the lanes for this very particular bus, and that the lanes are not readily available for the buses to use, and so they're going to join the regular commercial transport system, and it's not going to reduce the traffic congestion as we want to.
The lanes are there, but that's why most of our highways we've made into 3 lanes. And so when they start, that third lane is going to be demarcated, especially at intersections. At intersections, we'll have police officers there to prevent vehicles from clogging the third lane. And so when the buses come, they'll take the side and come through the third lane and continue. So they will not be held back by traffic. That's the intention. We're doing everything to modernize our country. We're doing everything to make our country move forward. And there are some basic infrastructure that any modern country or any modern city must have. And that is what we're doing. This morning, we commissioned the liquid waste treatment plant to prevent us from pouring waste into the sea. It's going to be activated this week, and they'll start reducing, bringing trucks in to offload their waste into the liquid waste treatment plant. By the time it's at full capacity, in about 2 or 3 weeks, we will shut down completely the Lavender Hill dumping of waste, and everybody will dump their waste into the new liquid waste treatment plant. And then now we've done this bus transport service. I think that these are little steps that we're taking to.
So I don't know why you have to engage an MPP communicator on this. And I think, to be very fair with you, the NDC communication have done a lot of work on this. I've seen them propagate a lot on this specific one. They did not give the NPP Bawumia propaganda room to misinform Ghanaians. And for now, I'll give credit to the NDC. I've seen them float a lot of videos, evidence-based communication, and that is what Ghanaians want. We want you people to be pulling out from the archives the things that people need to know, the truth. To Sami Jemfi and his team, this does not mean I wouldn't criticize you guys again. I will. And I will do it every time when I see things are not right. But so far, I have seen that the NDC communication is doing its best to let Ghanaians know that John Dramani Mahama actually 10 years ago commissioned this, and it was actually working in Ghana. So what Bawumia is doing, the Okikafa bus, tap and go in a waste, obwa, adada, Bawumia, we did try than a bonsam. So this conversation has ended. John Dramani Mahama, they are 10 years. And former Buano Mane twice one kende ka every single bus in Ghana a government bus biano and ka a digitized bus. And so for a day Elizabeth Ohene, any a Joyce Aye, any the Michael Quay, any sa Ekufuado Bonsamnes Uncle Fuina and the Bejina catcher say, dear Mahama in Yamamianshe, Abracofonia opportunity or the Kotor chains begunu comb. Tanka Sampeni Foy. Anke unsomo ya mbonsamu ntema anka bibi ori nke ni ha because anka kofo ye penyi pa kobeka che Ghana for say oti Ghana ni de wehu no de Mahama ye no onye bi da enso otena ka se yemfa Akufo Addo nye president ema Akufo Addo jimi ya be se man no ema Akufo asa ba biem oti bongresim e ka kire se yemfa Bawumia na adan ye jimi wansa yensa ba jimi biem. Now momenko enim. So this conversation has ended. Jandam Negu Obianim, Nipo started digitization, Nipo started card the 4 bars. Turning now, the records are there. Enti Bawumia ba musu oye before mobiantie Bawumia. Now, what I was saying and the main thing no, maybe about 5 minutes. Mr. P, let me use 5 minutes to run through the social media segment. No, na yen chrem adikudientia Mahamudu Bawumia or no. and a oseti awuna for the Volta region up. Because my catch them, in fact, Mr. P, I can just go ahead. It's enough. What we came here to do today is about this. Let us just do it. Now, Yatina Ghana ha, Yatina Krum ha, and today we are going to be very blunt. Yamfa bibia and siobia. From time a Ghana nyan independence, ebedu time a yebedu Fourth Republic. JJ Rawlings, Eddie PNDC are buying a free soja aban mu eba democratic dispensation mu from PNDC be NDC. From 1992 yebeto aba ye constitution ebo Ghana ho bra say right now the kebi mamin kebi. Right now there obia tumiti party Ghana ni bia na adwene mu da ho a oye sen bia betuma to aba obia wedi 18 bia betuma to aba. Ye nyina ye tena ase ene adwene ho ene ye den ye set up a constitution ebebo Ghana ho ban. Now, after that, what happened was NDC and winning the first elections in Ghana. I'll see you at CSA. At a point, we all came together as a nation to have a constitution, to have a ruler through democratic means. That's also a tuaba near you man penyin say, na ye nyina pe Ghana ye. Na ye nyina pe say yetumi ema ye can be. Kebi mamin kebi. Na ye nyina pe say yetumi kire ya adwene na sebi o ye kire Ghana. So that was the main reason why JJ Rawlings said, we needed to have a constitution and also needed to have a democratic process of electing leaders. So he said, it cannot be about me. It should be about all of us. And into no man who crying say, yen changing Ghana into a democratic nation. So the bottom line, Ninyana say, from time of independence, Kwame Nkrumah which drew in 1992, no, Yenina Yebejitu Muse or say, Tribum near Ghana. So the bottom line was we wanted to develop Ghana together. We could we could be part of different ideas, different political parties, but the sole aim was to develop this nation. 92 year to Aba, 92 year 2 years to another Aba 96. Anamewa. And a JJ Rawlings, SI Winnie, and a Twaso, and a Kofo Ebaye 2000, and a Kofo Sa Winnie and a Kofo Bedu 2008, at Amos Baye, and a 2012, Mahama Besomu, and a 2016, Mahama Friso, and a Dien, Ekufuado Besomu, and a 2020, Ekufuado, Esa Winnie, Okunipa Winnie, and a 2024, or down to so. Now, in our history, say, Empeseba Dada Yahua, I'll say in Ejitum say, tribe has played a big role in our development. And fiti say young kwara, ye free kwara, na yenim say, yewo nipa kubo Ghana, some group of people have always believed that they are superior than other groups. And even today, when some people are speaking, they say the minority group and the majority group. And the reason is, my majority group and minority group, say, yawo eyedien nkuo anase tribe bubu Ghana omo yeden omo kakasa baako inti at the end of the day no saa kasa dodo na sebio ashita wa Ghana na obi aka no enye omo dodo. Get this right, nobody is majority because of their numbers, because there's no tribe in Ghana omo doso chen tribe bia, but there are some tribes omo kasa no ashita Ghana o kasa ashita Ghana en chese odoso chen obi a Ghana. Until we need to get that clear. And make us a tribe. We are what Edian Infante 4 tribe. You're Edian Equiapim 4 tribe. You're Asante 4 tribe. Into Omunina ya come 4. Even though you're one tribe, but they all have different tribes. You're Awuna 4 tribe. You're a year Sremu 4, different tribe, Dagomba 4, Moshi 4, Dagari, Yawo Zema 4, Yawo Krobo. Until at the end of the day, what happened was, na majority of the time, na diga, na sebio, omo diga do Ghana no munyina wa akamfo. Yaka akamfo amfantifo, kofo, omo kamese. Obi o kamese wo Ghana bia no, akani. Inti obi free, ko. Obi free Infante, obi free Domiabra, obi free Asantimemu Mampong, obi free Mikroma Yeld, Omunya ya come for, because you ya come say. Now, even though we have one tribe, I just say I can't tribe, you're different groups within the tribe. and there were one tribe, ebi eka say Sremufo, but there were different groups within that tribe. Inti, we should understand the say, since say you know, because of the language, as some people, their language dominated because it was majority of the time language are not amount for the ja na yeka. Inti bedum brebi no, yama amount for be adwene ye almost say, nipa bi wo Ghana, they are not there, they don't have the same rights, the same privilege, the same right as a Ghanaian say, chen et say omwa na sibio omuji omu di say ebi obi ti omkasa. Inti without mentioning words no, yen nyina etena fie me yakani, me yamfantini, me ma me ahunani. But 99% of my life I grew up in the Akan area, specifically in the Ashanti region. Yen nyina no, we also felt to say awonafo, entafo, krobofo, sankofo na omaka na omunye akanfo no, omuye minor tribes. And I grew up with that mentality. Even though na me mama ahunani no, I was cushioned or I was brainwashed to the point to believe say so be ahunani a onya Ghana ni mapa if you say on come say. And I'm going to be honest here, I'm not going to lie to you. We started seeing these things and it is still there in Ghana. Now when it comes into our political life, all these minor dangerous tribal lines, in fact, when you go back and look at the history of political parties in Ghana, you could see clearly say MPP as a political party, a tribe in Tineti, and yet because of democracy, and yet because of governance. Yen United 2 said to catch say, I don't know what and a £700 and a tea at the MPP. Menshia if we say na a himfie no ehia party ebe sono na ahimfie no hia party ebe som Ghana if say na ahimfie no agent say Ghana omodia. I'm being honest here. When you go into the history of political parties in Ghana, the MPP as a political party they have always every time seen anybody who does not belong to the NPP say or a minor. Inti so ya huneni na sa won ka me say na even me say no krampo onya asantini a ye hu say o minor even ye ne e ka me say no eye menuanom asantefo ebu omo nka me say wa asantememu a omo so ya kanfo say omo so ya minor tribes because in the minds of menuanom asantefo a asantememu am nyine no sa won hye eye den NPP party a chekere no menhia na se a onya Ghana ni unim nyansa. Now sadie we ahye wa che adebia edidi emojam yede nyini nipa bebrebe di 80 years e di 50 years mami video ambocho say ono de MPP atwa de fruma e woni mojam yede nyini ema nipa bi de saa ade we atu etim enti from 1992 JJ Rawlings be ya president a nyamiam andi ehu ofofia na obeya ahunani no even though na JJ Rawlings na yire a one ne da empaba akoso one na wo ne yemu ma no oya santini no still na ye ne MPP as a political party they did not still regard JJ Rawlings as a president because in our heads no or the minor clan even though senkana JJ Rawlings ankana na kunedu nkonyo ba it's a fact because JJ Rawlings enye ne hunsua ankana na kunedu adma won ko chenchene e te se de banchi bi da ball so but the hunsua de man na kuna adwuma kunedu ebe wo ye be ye oba mu sebio omo wo ya nyese omo nyemba but in aware ene awomu no eno na mechirechirem so edidima ba bedru ha even though na jeje yire if asantememu or ye benhia de hye still na ye ne asantefo no ye hu JJ Rawlings say as far as oye ahunani ne nko ade so okofa Yesu kura ba oye ahunani ye ngini ntum if you say je party ne ye chekire wa asantememu ne ye chekire ma asantefo a eye MPP onka party no ho onye den mese ni inti edidima na MPP ba power we all know for a fact say and the MPP as a political party every time bia ombe wini power bia no omo de ntafo and asebio eyenkwase adwuma ma MPP. You might not like me but these are the facts and we should not run away from the fact. J.A. Kufuor won election 2008 because he was able to rope in Aliu Mahama, who had so much credibility and respect from every tribe in Ghana. J.A. Kufuor's strength was Aliu Mahama. J.A. Kufuor was able to pull numbers from even the Volta and the Northern and the Western, because Aliu Mahama did not represent only the Northerners. He represented Ghana. Even though he was a Muslim, people did not even look at his religion before looking at him. Majority of people, every time they saw Aliu Mahama, they looked at Aliu Mahama before they thought about his tribe or his religion. And I was young, but I never in a day looked at Aliu Mahama and said, Inkreboni and son of vice president. I also looked at him as an honorable man. So that is the meter. Na Tariq Kufuor a properly Kufuor a man to me winning elections. No. Now, so we study Ghana politics. NPP IRDB from time I see NPP, they have always used in tough war to do the tribal politics for them, because NPP are so smart to the point to say, Omunim say, yama asantinia oka NPP ho eko ka anwonafo asem ana ekoye tribal politics Ghana for will be quick to say eya asantefo no ma start sa de no if you say MPP no ye chichire no menhia. So every time no na MPP ne pe tani, because obviously they were not going to get a Voltarian to do that job. It's a fact. The NPP was never going to get a Voltarian or believe you say Ghana. I was saying chichire because at least JJ Rollins showed say Voltarians wanted us to all come together and build this nation. So the MPP knew, say, no matter what, they were not going to get a Voltarian. And that if they are able to get a Northerner to basically sound the tribal trumpet, now say at least a Konko Fotsima, they will not be blamed, and that the Northerner will rather take the bullet. Inti tema Nana Dankwe Kufuor, a person over power, the Kufuor and say, what you need to do is to get a Northerner to take the fall for you. The dirty job should be done by a Northerner. That was the time now Omohu say Mahamudu Bawumia was availing himself for that dirty job. Into 2012, 13, 14, 15, you could see say Mahamudu Bawumia took over the NPP as a political party, the campaign. And there was one thing they needed to do, because for a long time they had seen, say, the so-called minority tribes, especially the Voltarians, were voting based on issues. They were voting because they believed, say, the NDC that came into power, they were doing things for them that was benefiting them. So they wanted to create an impression. Ewa Ghana for trim say, awunafo na omugu eye Volta region omo ye Ghana for no e de sa me maame no sa awunafo no omo de ye beto aba omo ko Togo e na omo ko te sankofo ba. But J.A. Kufuor cannot say that. Nana de Dankwa Kufuor on to nka. Sa time no eye NPP for gurus no omo ntumi nka, because already no they know, people know say NPP as a political party no eye tribalism ne de chichire. Into the moment ombe you omonim no, it becomes obvious. So when Bawumia came in, they said, this is what we can do and this is the guy we need. Fortunately for the MPP, Bawumia eteni. Fortunately for the MPP, Oyen Kremoni. Fortunately for the MPP, now Bawumia papa ye NDC. So if they use Bawumia to do that, it will be difficult for Ghanaians not to believe. So what the MPP did was, when they came to power, when they were looking for power, they made Mahamudu Bawumia organize one of the most disgusting, despicable event. And as your friend say, how do you guys call it? Speech. And a symposium or symposia. One of his speeches. And the target was that, go out there, Bawumia, use your face. Neko kachire Ghana for say, anwunafo ne ye to aba. Se monhwe ya anwunafo ne wiem omo di Togo for the beto aba, and do it in a way the whole Ghana will turn around and hate anwunafo no and say yes, that is what anwunafo ne ye. Into the EC must change the register, the voter register. Remember, the Volta region is not the only border town in Ghana. We have the Burkina Bay border, we have the Togolese border and the Ivorian border. So technically, if say NPP ba bontene abeka say eya awonafo no omo ye Togofo and I say border ninti ena omo tuguma, then the same can be said about Ivorian border and also the Burkinabe border, because there are border towns there and they also go in and come. Oko Burkina border no so a omo ne Burkina for the kakasa bako. Oba Ivory Coast border no so a Lubofo no omo ne ane Ivory Coast for the kasa bako. And when afo no so omo ne Togo for the kasa bako. So they told Bawumia to go there and let Ghanaians think, say, even though we have 3 border towns, no, and when afo no nkwana ema Togo for ebe to Obama NDC. So they set a whole forum or symposium up. And Bawumia ka so obeye. And you see then go out there and go and put this in the system. Bawumia, you can't awunafo enemy. Bawumia is the greatest enemy of awunafo. This is where NPP for started propaganda or jandam say awunafo we are bemuma NDC. But I'll show you the figures and then you understand why. So we are winning now the NPP chia. Okwasi ya de gatemu abua kraye. Sa we ahuneni na odwene say NPP dwene ho a ujimi kurampo de tafre kraye. And I'm saying this on authority because mehu na ya analysis no ene yehu say NPP a party bi omon ka no kore. It Mahmoud Bawumia ka say modie moya asantefo moya akanfo mo ntimi nye to me nti I will do it. So Bawumia decided to go ahead and make the Voltarians the enemy of the state. Into 2015-2016, Mahmoud Bawumia, even though that thing has been there for a long time, Yanya come for na ye dia wona for tem ye kasa omunya nipa omunya Ghana for omuye Togo for, we could not say it publicly. Kufuor ntumanka, but Kufuor knew he was doing it behind the scenes. Omo MPP nya no mutumi nka because omu say be too obvious. But 10 in G2 muso be and I'm say okay, then go and do the damage. In this conversation, it started when Mahmoud Bawumia joined the NPP, and it started and it became official after they hid behind, we need to change the voter register. We need to change the voter register. We need to change the voter register. Now, let us go and listen to Mahmoud Bawumia. If we are, the numbers don't lie. Ni ahwe say reasons omugina so ka say awonafo no omo free Togo na beto aba and the MPP for to be gina baby ka say awonafo no tugum awonafo no bu Ghana omo nya Ghana for no, we will see say analysis any factor about Bawumia de buy no if it supports what we are seeing today and who or which region or tribe is rather cheating Ghanaians and rigging elections now Ghana no continuously. This is Mahmoud Bawumia, and listen to me very well when they were in opposition. You are still watching With All Due Respect. This is the history topic.
97.3 City FM. Relevant radio, always.
Available data also shows increases in voters register in several constituencies, unusual increases in the voters register in several constituencies between 2008 and 2012. In general, if you see an increase in the voters register between 2 elections of a magnitude above 10 or 15% is high. I mean, if you are having more 15% increase in the voters register, what is the level of migration into the constituency? You know even if you give birth to children, they cannot vote. So what will account for a 15% increase in the register? An increase in the voters register by 25% between 2 elections is abnormally high. But there are several instances of this we find in the data, above 25%. One cannot credibly explain, for example, how the voters register of magnitudes existing for above 40% can take place. 40% increase between 2008 and 2012. Where did the people come from? We used what we call facial biometric recognition technology. So basically, you are trying to look at two people. You search the registers of both Ghana and Togo, and then the program will look at characteristics, facial recognition characteristics, look at the distances between the eyes, ears, and so on. Mr. Chairman, the system has found what we call potential matches of 76,286 potential matches, and we are presenting some of these samples. I should note that so far, Mr. Chairman, so far we have only completed less than 10% of the search on the register. Less than 10% of the search. It's work that is ongoing. And we will soon begin work on the Ivorian register to check the western border as well. And then we'll look at Burkina Faso. The evidence is therefore incontrovertible that Ghana's voters register has been compromised. It is not a document we can rely on for free, fair, and transparent elections in Ghana. The case for a new register is overwhelming.
No, I think it's a very detailed presentation. I think what all of us need to see it to be is not a partisan agenda. Everybody needs to, first of all, understand the issues that are being spoken about, and then we all get on board to get a credible register so that all of us can be at peace with the results of whatever election.
Today we have presented evidence to provide a basis for ensuring that we have a clean register going into the 2016 election. We want to move forward, and that is why we are presenting this as the basis for the new register for the 2016 election.
This is a very, very serious matter, and I call upon civil society, the women's groups, the churches, the Muslim groups, and others. All of them, the farmers and the TUC, they own this country. This country is not owned by politicians. And the journalists, please make it a point to be inquisitorial. Because what has been presented to you, go and see whether it is true or not. Women's groups, the churches, the Muslim groups, and others, all of them, the farmers and the TUC, they own this country. This country is not owned by politicians. And the journalists, please make it a point to be inquisitorial. Because what has been presented to you, go and see whether it is true or not. And then when you have seen all these facts, please act upon them, because the country belongs to all of us, especially the younger ones.
We are taking it to the village. We are taking it to the rural towns. We are taking it out there to explain to the people why we are calling for a register. And I'm sure that the new electoral commissioner and the group of commissioners will have to give an ear to this call, because it is important. The image of the Electoral Commission itself is suffered, and I think that they have a clear and a good opportunity to repair that image.
So this is NPP. And the only about Bawumia answer or say, on my analysis, I almost search. And say, a year, abana year to know, I couldn't tell new register and say, Omo who say, a year border town, especially I want to find border town, a year Volta region, I want to go share border no. Oma koye omo research, see about Bawumia ye. And it's no bomb in no. No mo koye research no. Omo ko Togo. Any Togo for Electoral Commission. Eko kasa na omo koji register ewo Togo. Na omo koji register ewo Togo no. And na omo de beto to Ghana register hon. and na whatever to Ghana register no omu say eye nipa dodo omo to aba ewo Volta region no so far omo ye bebia no bodu no ma ye just 10%. Now 10% research no me ekwa no mu say nipa be 676,000 the moment they were speaking no and free Togo ba Ghana beto aba enti pictures na wo hu no na ya tro Togo ene Ghana no na Mahmoud Bawumia ka kire Ghana for say omo MPP for na ko Togo electoral register nim akoyi eye den omo nipa ne nyina de aba Ghana aba ba ye bibia ye frɛ no eye facial biometric recognition technology. This technology no use here and no ko wura Togo. The Togo for electoral commission for system nim and no ko twi names bi ba na sa names no ko twi ba no omo say nipa be 76,000 omo ye Togo for meto aba Ghana. Inti awonafo no omo di free Togo and na nipa 76 and no say 10% pe. That means say so much me running in we don't do 100%. Yeah, 100% of the Okana, then it means about 760,000 people. And the most interesting thing is time Mahmoud Bawumia yes sadie we no na MPP for the shene chika che Ghana for say onye if you say ye pese ye Ghana for tia say adikodientia MPP for penny register no ni nyina ne say anwonafo no nya Ghana for omo free Togo and ombeto aba na ne kase mu no ka say oh after this no they will do the Ivory Coast border any Burkina Faso border. The question to Bawumia and MPP ni say where is the Ivorian border statistics no? And where is the Burkinabe border statistics no? Because there are 3 border towns in Ghana. And yet then you to me pick back up and say Baku way die nipa 76,000 ba if you say you to me wura Togo for system nim and you koyi pictures bi ba ye and you dey software bi compare and you won say din say into sanko for the Togo for na omo nya Ghana for into matumi aya analysis who say abana ye to ye no eye Togo for kwa 76,000 and a free Togo ebeto abama NDC. And this is what the NPP, no, this is the message they sold to Ghanaians. There were 3 borders. They could not pick any of the borders. They could not even spend 1 hour on each border. This Bawumia spent only the whole program. He spent it on Togolese border. He spent it on Awonafo. And also numbers they threw on it. They didn't see that. Because omo research, omo software, omo to me wura Togo system nim akoyi inkonfo talk about Ghana ni nyina diaba. Ebe sin the Togo authorities entumi country say Ghana opposition NPP any omo bekasa ebeje a valid document from who ebe sin there. So after they created this impression, they created this by force impression to Ghana for team no. Afa omo say NDC for wia abemu Togo. And omo di wure mu Ghana enti awonafo na nya Ghana fo omo de bia no omo wi abem Togo fo na beto Mahmoud Bawumia o ene di MPP anim because MPP omo is smart so omo de asantini here because hey ye ni modada mompa awonafo asem efisensem ya makatra atia jeje enti omo kofa tani aboa. I keep telling you nothingness. And they use Mahmoud Bawumia against Voltarians and the Southeast will be because Volta region for Togo for betua. It is because of Bawumia. Adia Bawumia ya or printed to Ghana for trim. Anytime you busa MPP for say Bawumia can say they are doing the Togo, they will do the Burkina Bay border, they will do the Ivorian border. It's been 8 years. Did they do the Togo? Did they do the Burkina border and the Ivory Coast border? No. Okatu with trim because now opese ujidi say the omako ene no kre na echire no ombeko Ivorian border no mako de eye Burkina border ebe sin there. What is omaka ho asem? No, because no mo prepare mo adwene. Na Bawumia ni MPP. Anytime guys oh ya hunani na odi Bawumia chi a wagimi. And when I for problem omo komu nne abra mo legitimately omo to aba with the right number now still MPP for say awona for omo yankwasiafo omo Togo for omo wi abem no because of Bawumia. Mahmoud Bawumia they created that impression they told Ghana for trim. And it's now obi to say KT Hammond etumi TV so now I can't say
the Togolese and the Voltarians, when I'm talking about Volta region, I mean there is the kind of remember the history. Professor, if you guys know the history about this place, basically the same tribe. So they walk in, come, but they are not Ghanaians. I mean, when they walk in there, they can do whatever they do. So I guess that is the reason for that. See, there's a classic example. You remember 2008, the second round? We had so much, 100,000 or so votes leading from Samesa at the time of second round. The next round, one constituency, what's the name? Which one? No. Ketu South also, it cleared all the it cleared all the whatever we had. Where did they come from? You see, so everybody from whatever they came to vote. So this is what the whole thing is about. We want. Well, that's what you say. There is, if you those people voted 35,000 or so at the time voted. The next one, everybody else on earth voted. Where were they coming from? So this is the whole issue. We want there to be sanity. The military is there to make sure that you vote if you are Ghanaian. You vote if you have the right, constitutional right in Ghana to vote. That's all there is. They are not electoral officers, but they are peers.
So they took advantage of the Bawumia, until you see a fool like ATM on. No statistics, no facts. A journalist was asking him, what are your facts to what you are saying? Jimmy need to say ATM no jina parliament. No fact. Ni asisa soja fwa kogu ahuna foam soja ahuna fono yebeto aba ni akosto press omo. Because Mahmoud Bawumia be jina wa kachire Ghana for say ahuna fono yebeto aba na Togo for ne wrem. And MPP for radio for somu. Ahuna fono omo na yesi yebeto aba na Togo for Mahmoud Bawumia de eye video abechire. When you watch the video Bawumia echire ya na ochire enkofobia nim na. When you take a look at the video here, you see the one on top. Almost say Ghana, any Togo, right? Almost say Bebele Yao, a female or a male, and somebody female national. This is Bawumia's own video. Where in Bawumia say statistics no mo ye no, omuko Togo no, ekoyi documents ba no, where in a church of muye, or say, nipa na or Ghana no, nipa no a bema, nipa no ko Togo so or a bema, where Bawumia press conference so. Now, sex near the female. And so Mahmoud Bawumia jina Ghana for him say sa brantie we ono na wo Togo ono na wo Ghana abra wo say wo documentation na solida eye den na bema ye female na wo kasa sa bema na ye Ghana ni sa ye Togo ni. So when you watch the video again, these are the videos and Bawumia chiramo say omo koye omo analysis ye omo research echo Togo ebe sinde Togolese government and country so omo ma any official document to MPP to come and tell us say omo no ma catch Ghana for say sa ankofo e Togo for omo ye Ghana for. Enti Mahmoud Bawumia no any MPP no they cook these few things and they lie to you because they wanted to get rid of the Togo and no. They wanted to make sure say Ghana for any idea be to say I wanna for the reabanim. Na sa o she Ghana politics and you be hu omo reabem. Also Bawumia kasa no he was talking about say the way a nipa bebre to about Volta region no na nipa within 15 or 3 years omo population to me grow quick sa. He was talking about how their population population to be within this short time 2-3 years normal population he did not understand. Now the question we'll be asking Bawumia say the same question about the MPP. How migration and how nipa enyini and within the year no nipa do send 18 na numbers be a favor be na in favor be. Because my video Nankasa on Nankasa can say on TSC, Mr. S, have you been able to boost the sound for me? I want to play it again so that people will take their time and listen. In some about Bawumia because he was talking about your voter register it has been compromised because Omuhuni say Oko voter register I wanna follow. Oh, thank you, Mr. S. All right. You said it's already here. All right. Now Mumientie Bawumia na afei Moma yehu say adie na omoye no na deliberate against Voltarians na omo pese omo sideline Voltarians na omo pese omo fa so no di ria benim ba omo use Voltarians a munjindi. Now listen to Bawumia.
97.3 City FM, relevant radio, always.
Available data also shows increases in voters register in several constituencies, unusual increase. in the voters register in several constituencies between 2008 and 2012. In general, if you see an increase in the voters register between two elections of a magnitude above 10 or 15% is high. I mean, you are having more 15% increase in the voters register. What is the level of migration into the constituency? You know even if you give birth to children, they cannot vote. So what will account for a 15% increase in the register? An increase in the voters register by 25% between two elections is abnormally high. But there are several instances of this we find in the data, about 25%. One cannot credibly explain, for example, how the voters register of magnitudes existing for about 40% can take place. 40% increase between 2008 and 2012. Where did the people come from? We used what we call facial biometric recognition technology. So basically you are trying to look at two people, you search the registers of both Ghana and Togo, and then the program will look at characteristics, facial recognition characteristics, look at the distances between the eyes, ears, and so on. Mr. Chairman, the system has found what we call potential matches of 76,286 potential matches. And we are presenting some of these samples. I should note that so far, Mr. Chairman, so far we have only completed less than 10% of the search on the register. Less than 10% of the search. It's work that is ongoing. And we will soon begin work on the Ivorian register to check the western border as well. And then we will look at the
So, what's about Bawumia? In his statement, I'll see potential matches. I'll see almost so far my 10%. And the says nipa 76,000 if you took to about Ghana. And also I'll see potential matches. That means he wasn't absolutely sure. Says Sanko for the woman, or me a Togo for, and I'm saying Ghana for, and I'm a Ghana for, and I'm a Togo for about Ghana. So because this is a potential match, it does not give you 100% answer. Into Bawumia say, my 10% per research. Now 76,000 a potential match. It means he is not factual. He hasn't gotten the results yet. It means the all are not the facts. It means 76,000 about 75,999 could be Ghanaians and one person could be Togolese. Yes, because they are potential matches. That means they are Bawumia can factual, and even 10% cannot be an overall assessment of you checking nipa dodwa or motoaba. Into Bawumia research nani basis in every scientifically in every. If you are saying a potential match is not a fact. So how can we jump on this and say and the MPP for say I wanna for Tugum into I wanna for no free Togo. Inti eno na be shape your conversation, your political conversation, and your swakogu awuna for no so inti election eba na MPP for soja for kogu voter region indirectly to suppress vote there because Mahamudu Bawumia led this campaign against Ghanaians who happen to live in the voter region. Na okasamuno ose eye ade na omoye no omode eye den eye technology bi na eye. The question to them is, did they get this information from the Togolese Electoral Commission or Commissioner? Can they prove to us that they actually dealt with the Togolese Electoral Commissioner to give them this document? Because I know for a fact the Togolese Electoral Commissioner will not hand over their electoral documents to an opposition party in Ghana. Inti Mahamudu Bawumia from day one, They wanted to set Voltarians up, and Bawumia took the job. This same Bawumia Kwasiampenyi want Voltarians to come out and vote for MPP. Mahmoud Bawumia, now you have 3 borders, and we still have 3 borders in Ghana: Togolese border, Ivorian border, and the Burkinabe border. Mumusa Bawumia said he has been president for 8 years. What happened to the Ivorian and the Burkinabe border? Where is the research? Na omu di abro. Saadi awuso ye na ye tribal. Na Asante for party ye MPP no. Na omu pese omu ka asam to awonafo so. Na afei omu ye den omu di soja fo kogu omu suppress omu. Na omu yanko back to the basics. Ne yanhwe sa awonafo ne tugum anase Asante fo ne tugum. Let's go and look at the numbers from 1992 to 2020. Na yanhwe numbers no. Ne yanhwe se awonafo ne tugum. Na Bawumia Kabibi say the sudden rise or the sudden increase in the voter numbers, no, and so we are going to look and we are going to ask questions. Now, let me show you this. This is a year NDC voter region from 1992. Ayatuaba. Pay attention to the numbers. 1992 Ghana Toaba. 1992, na John Rawlings and a president. Aba J.J. Rawlings, Enyan voter region, na 446,000. In the voter region. 1992. Yanshe. Sa una phone number no. Akok crazily. Remember, Bawumia analysis no oye free 2008 to 2012, right? We will get there. But I don't want us to stick to only 2008 and 2012. I want us to stick to from the beginning to the end. Senebe obiabehu nipa omu wiabanim. Omu tugum. Omu digana bro. Enti ya smart as Ghanaians. And yama MPP for we share Bawumia o tribe and almost seti ye nyina adwene kosi awonafo so. Na yanhwe statistics no. So obi say we ye meboa onko fa ne de mbra. 1992 J.J. Rawlings nya 446,000 our voter region. 1996 J.J. Rawlings enya 690,000 our voter region NDC. 2000 NDC enya 505,000. The first one was 400. The 96 omu jump about 690. Into calculatia it was close to 100,000. Now about 2000 NDC number saso te 100,000 and almost about 500,000. Where your NDC voter region. About 2004 NDC SN 100,000 saka home approximate. About 619 from 505 because NDC in 1996 code 690 it dropped by 2,500. In 2004 NDC enya 619,000 of voter region. Show me numbers no, it stays within 50,000, 100,000. So Omunya Plaza it stays within 100. Omunya Minus it stays within 100. In 2008, NDC nya 568. So far, the highest NDC nya under NDC government or voter region no, is 690,000. In 2004, NDC started dropping by 619,000. So still, for about 12 years, NDC entering crosses 600,000 of voter region. For about 12 years, entering cross here. Now in 2004, 619, 2008, NDC started dropping of voter region. Omunya 548,000. TA, NDC is still not able to cross even 600. Until you can see, say, NDC plus 100 or minus 100. Omun to be move over 700,000. They stay at 600 or 500 or 400. 600, 500, 400. 400, 500, 600. They cannot even cross 600,000. And it's getting to about 12 years, 16 years. 2012, Bawumia press conference, no. Na NDC onya 600 and 548, no. Wa drop, wa ba 579, cent of the count, or the less than 50,000 account. From 2008 to 2012, no. 2012, NDC made 579,000. Ochaki 2008 no, to 2000, I say NDC bear less than 50,000 account vote, no. And then Bawumia press conference. And then Bawumia press conference say NDC if we say we're moving from 548 to 579 into Wewiem. So the NDC MPP had a press conference. But Bawumia catch Ghana and say because Togo ya border town, I wanna phone it tugum. So I'm to import do 600,000. It is all calculated from 1992 all the way to 2012. NDC to me make over 120,000 plus and kind of numbers on. And we are talking from 92 to 2012. We are talking about how many years? 4. How many years are we talking about? NDC to me and make it 700,000. Now, bro, 2016, NDC start dropping here to 493,000. So it means that NDC in the Volta region, stronghold, they have not been even able to cross their 600,000. It has always stayed there. 2020, John Mahama moving cost 606,000. Still, it could not beat 1996 of 690,000. So it means that NDC for numbers of Volta region, it is within 600,000. The best they can do, and saying and a new register, no new people have come on board, more register, and they be able to cross 700, 800. But as we speak, 2020, John Mahama went to beat 1996 NDC. And remember, from 96 to now, Volta region for Monwo. Saturday will be the 10 years I will be saying. Volta region for a man for migrating by Volta region. So Volta region is for some migrating baby. I'm migrating baby. Some that want to Obama NDC. And you'll be on migrating free Volta region be to my NDC. And then you'll be on migrating free Volta region be to my MPP. Into migration does not count here. Into 2020, no. So when you look at the numbers, the NPP set the Voltarians up. And we all soaked it. And you GDA, and I say, hey, in Kofuwi, 400, 690, 500, 600, they stayed within that. And so, 2012, 2008, 2012, now Bawumia Kasana press conference, no, it was just 31,000 difference. And Bawumia said Togo for 76,000. Remember? Mahmoud Bawumia and calculation, or Sinomaya only 10% of the research. Now 76,000 people have crossed Togo to vote in Volta region. And so, check it, the difference between 2008 and 2012, just 31,000. Inti, Diana Mahmoud Bawumia Ekano. Now, scientific basis, fact, ben the territoire. Now, Omudijina to say, is no, and change the register. No, they wanted to nullify Volta region. And Omude Bawumia and nullify Volta region. Now, you say NDC phone, NDC no me Voltarians na I want afford no. The difference is that NDC, they stayed within plus 100 or minus 100. That's it. Now, 92, 96, 2000. And remember, years when you know, just 3 years interval. 1992 to 1996. So we can say 4 years. But politically, about 2.5 years, 3 years. Now, Yanko Ashanti region. From 92 to 2020, na Yanshadi Ashanti region. Now, okay, so in 2020, my team, they are telling me in 2020, OT region wasn't part of the Volta region. Into 606,000, OT was not part of the numbers. Let's clarify this. Into about 2020, thank you, Mr. S, Mr. P. 2020, OT wasn't part of it. Into Omunya 606,000 because the Kufuad mobile number sabeti OT every Volta region. Now, let's go to the Ashanti region. Now, from 1992, NPP in the Ashanti region. Yanko NPP in the Ashanti region. Near fan compare NDC in the Volta region. So be a stronghold. Near share how the increase is. Why am I on numbers no? Making sense in the end making sense. 1992 NPP enya 431,000. 1996 number ni jumping from 431,000 to 827,000. 1,000% increment. In 1992, NPP in the Ashanti region enya 431,000. In less than 4 years, NPP numbers no a double year equal 827,000. 1,000% increment. Hey, interesting, right? Okay. Now let's move forward. In 1996, the NPP number moved up to 950,000 from 400 to 2,900. So we calculate here, almost about 500,000. So remember, I'll compare NDC NPP. Now you see how it jumped. It jumped from 400 straight to 800 in the next elections. Then in the next elections, it go up to 950. So check here, 130,000. I'm gonna do 2,000 and 1996 and a become 430,000 and a become. Now over 2,000, I'm about 950,000. Now 2004, from 950,000, I'm the 130,000 account. I'm about 2004, I'm about 1.4 million. Interesting, right? Suddenly, the number is coming in 300,000, 400,000. You're asking, I want a foreign money stay within 50 to 60 to 100. I move from 92 to 2020. I want a foreign money stay within a certain range between 400 and 600. It never changed. NPP from 1992 to 2004. Now I'm number I jump in an average of 150,000 to 200,000. 100%. How? 2 minutes be Ashanti for one and our people in the Ashanti region almost and every 2 minutes be an obedi 18 years. Okay. You go to 2008. Now I feel no more change about 1.2. They lost only 200,000 votes. 2008. They lost only 200 votes. 200,000 votes. Now over 2012 from 1.2, it jumped to 1.5, almost at the 300,000 votes ever count within 3 years. It's the same as Ashanti region. And it's a minya abutramu ati said the air koso. So per region or Ghana, you will be a region. So automatically, from 1.2 in 2008, you're about 2012, their numbers automatically send a back almost 300,000 and over and the back in less than 3 years. The number is tripling. And when I found the number, it stayed within its own 400 to 600. It didn't go anywhere. You started from 400. You do 2012, you do 1.5 million. Now, you saw about 2016. A side jump another 100,000, about 1.6 million. About 2020, a jump about 1.7 million. So it is looking like Ashanti region, there every month, 2 weeks will be now almost 18. A month for migrating, no be a bar, no atwama MPP. Because when you bring the migration issue, Obetuma make that statement. Oh, Ashanti region is a cosmopolitan region. People move in there. I want to ask, when people move in there, does it mean so Obi move to Ashanti region be atuma MPP? Let's say that Ashanti region, cosmopolitan, migration, urban and migration, Obia free Krasi Oba Santimemu. Does it mean every single person who enters the Ashanti region votes for the NPP? No. Does it mean say a Volta region, 600 number from 1992 to 2020, Ashanti region, how can you tell me this and say the rigging is not actually coming from Ashanti region? Now, if you want reality, in election, that's almost a soldier for go Volta region. The soldiers are supposed to be made to go to the Ashanti region. You start from 431, you jump to 827, you jump to 950, you go to 1.4. So the strategy was that yen two rollings. And I am making sure say you suppress ya on a phone. And then Mama Bawumia be a press conference catch them say nipa 76,000 every Togo aba. And you say a man for the dinner on church and a bimu cry male, I say a female. We will come to that matter. Now when Ashanti for the numbers no. Now when Ashanti region MPP numbers no. Now you see what is happening in the Ashanti region. It is basically rigging. Now say oh yeah, who decided to put side by side MPP and NDC if you see? Oh, yeah. Yes. 1992, NDC nya 446, NPP nya 431. 1996, NDC nya 690, NPP nya 827. Do the calculation and see. Fatu to 2000, the year 2000, NDC, where voter region to Ashanti region. NDC then a voter region numbers. MPP then a Ashanti region numbers. Now, Fatu to 1992, 446 against 431. They were all in the same range. Over 1996, NDC, voter region, 690, NPP, 827 in the Ashanti region. Over 2000, NDC, voter region, 505 votes, 5,000. NDC jumped to 9, MPP jumped to 950 in the 950,000 in the Ashanti region from 800. So what you are seeing here, and this is the annual voter region numbers from 92 to 2020. And now what you are seeing there, MPP numbers from 92 to 2020, Ashanti region. So we are comparing their two strongholds. Near share the leap between their numbers. Near share the power, the numbers near absurd. Oh, you know what I want to say. And then I into when this is the numbers from 1992 to 2020 from the voter region. And NPP the numbers free the 1992 to 2020 from the Ashanti region. You compare almost strongholds, no difference, no the ecoso Ghana. And nothing about me, I catch them say, I want to follow Togo for net to Amobua or be free Togo to about Awana. Nobody from Togo votes in the voter region. Rather, in the Ashanti region, that is where the stuffing happens. A honor in 2000, NDC in the voter region, they made 505,000 votes. NPP in the Ashanti region, they made 950,000. Now, here jump, here between the numbers, 2008, NDC in the voter region, from 619, they came to 548,000. Their numbers dropped. NPP in the Ashanti region, from 1.4 million, Ebedu 1.2 million. Our numbers, a shooting from 950,000 within 3 years to 1.4 million, and then within another 3 years, 2 million be who will be a coy. Then you come to 2012. NDC for the election year before, we have 548. 2012, we have 579 in the voter region. NPP, the previous year, that is 2008, on your 1.2 million in a space of 2.5 years to 3 years, or jumping from 1.2 in the Ashanti region to 1.5 million, 300,000 in 3 years. Into every year, Biano, na NPP nya 100,000 votes to Ashanti region. Every year. Into every year, Biano, Nipa omo Ashanti region, omo wama, omo nyina 18 etuminya 100,000. Then in 2012, NDC nya 579,000 voter region. When they came to 2016, their numbers dropped further to 493,000. 2016, NDC could not move. NPP in Ashanti region in 2012, 1.5. No, about 2016, 1.6. I'm sorry, 100,000 count. Every year, the NPP numbers grows in the Ashanti region. Oh my gosh, so migration is a cosmopolitan town. The issue is, so Obia migrated to Ashanti region. Doesn't mean everybody migrating their votes for the MPP. No. Ashanti region, Obia Meboa. Ashanti region, at the end of the day, no, you need a day, Oman Tuaba. Ashanti region there is basically every day growing. And everybody who enters Ashanti region does what? Vote for the NPP. That is their defense. I am letting you understand Kronua MPP for Kronua Muchato NDC for so and the Omudan who the Juma into election drua no masisa soja for Kogwana memu na Omugu Asanti memu no mujiem. Over 2016, 493 NDC about Munyano. In 2020, the comeback of John Mahama after Omuyi Otifrimu and NDC to Munya 606,000 voter region. Almost stronghold. Intuition number now is still within number. 10,000 plus 100 manos. NPP said another 100,000 in the Ashanti region in 2020, almost 1.7 million. So every year in our history, NPP, our Ashanti region, either they make 300,000 more, 200,000 more, or 100,000 more. Every election year in the voter region, NDC, either they drop 100,000 or they add 100,000, or they actually stay within 30,000. Who is rigging? Where are we supposed to be asking the question? Now we see Busa Santifo. Why in the Dawa always saw Kramaya every 2 minutes be a you 2 million 100,000 within a year. So clearly, the Ashanti region, they are stuffing their boxes. Every election year, the ababe 500,000 siwa, that's all that they do. Every election year, they steal the elections. That is what they do. And the MPP be win election bia idea way no more, they stuff the boxes. They stuff it. And it's an NPP for only omoka so ye be wini ye nim de be wiemu omuni message omuni anything. All that they do and they say omu wia abanim omu twagum ahemfo ni nyina nim. Me say ahemfo ro mo asantime mo nyina nim. Say election day omu boa em ye twa abagum. And that is what we have been sitting with till now. Election bedru pe ni asesa soja for akugwa wonafo no so stay there. Don't go. You are bad people. Mu Togo for you be bumo kumo. You see Western Togoland na kanda pa kwasi ampe you know wasesa soja for go dey body patuo na asantememu ye wiem ahemfu nyina ye moderators. Oh mo fanfa ha. Oh mo ko park no ha. Ohini we ahemfie. We dey mo fangua na ye wiem. Ene na dey abedru hande. These are the numbers. Do your calculation. How can one region every year 200,000 people have to be part of the registration? How? Now, Ashanti region, any Greater Accra region, you can population, the two regions, they are populous. Greater Accra region. In Tisanke, you can see a copy, you compare Greater Accra to Ashanti region. I will say Greater Accra numbers, the Ashanti region numbers, and I will say Greater Accra put any better numbers than Ashanti region. And so, as we speak, when it comes to comparing Greater Accra to the Ashanti region, Ashanti region every year they make 100 or 200,000, but there are more people moving into Greater Accra than Ashanti region. So at the Ashanti region, every year they make over 300,000 people in the ballot. It is because they rake omu. Me say, as far as out here Santimemu nkyerɛ sɛ asantifo na dɔɔso ɛyɛ kura nipa bebree gu mani sɛ ɔba nkran no party can say sɛ nkran ne dia if so ɔmo mo nkran no they know say ɔmo beto on issues oba Santimemu ɔmo a ɔmo nya asantifo no decide sɛ ɔmo beto etia MPP will not come to power again. Me na make catch because it is all got to do with rigging and stuffing. A ballot no almost sagum every day almost sagum because almost say they also court. That is the idea behind MPP. So this is what the NDC needs to do. They need to choke the MPP in the Ashanti region. They need to make sure that whatever they can do, because from these statistics and these numbers, clearly, what Bodam Club owns the MPP for we are in Ashanti region. In Ghana, in the 16 regions, they are not favorites. Obi and Peomasem because omu yimu, because omu Ghana for, because omu so be Jimmy. And anytime I see me who I want near Odi MPP chair, I say reason is saying. What is your reason? At the end MPP I am out because I want near Obet match the MPP I am out Odi MPP. You know, I will respect that until you prove to me say MPP I say I'm out on a 4, but when to me prove we are kwasia. Wait, Jimmy, you are not supposed to be considered as human because partner with you, you know, a dear emphasis for yourself and your people. So, realistically, from what I am showing you today, no, NPP is relying on rigging election 2024 in Ashanti region. So, man, Ashanti region, but almost 2 million. I'm telling you. Me say right now no adwene o mafa ne say ombeka chem say yenya 2 million mo pa mo court rigging and it's election 2020 when in the Ashanti region we saw all these things here who's anyama we
wow he ballot papers here am for plenty ababe tuogu ase o ma tintimu na nado wa papers ni nyina ya na nado Nina nanado no tintin yankopon ama omo kwanti omantimi anko ampa anko akoguma wiaye wa we papers we nyina ye de ye tintim ama nanado e book ba kumu ya nyina ya tintim nanado nyina book ba kohwe sibi omo se tintim nyina ya tintim ama nanado wa mohwe bibi nyina eguwemu no ma ba bi tuogu Electoral Commission stamp nyina wo akire nyina matuo modiaba akopa mama kwan nyina yatintin amana nado wa hwe yomu ye ntieye amafa so de awie NDCC eye wa hwe nyina hwebuku bebrebe akopon ana achemo akopon ana achemo hwe ne gugu hanu bebrebe Shahanyina yebia nyina yatintim na nado de nyina yatintim nyina re buku ba kumia SBS tie nyina yatintim mama na nado ko mo de kwa kogum nyina nyankopon achewo mo o mantimi afa ngum nyina re adwuma o maye Mudi gumu nyina amponya mayo mudi gumu nyina re nyina yatintin nyina omatintin mama na nado re bu nyina omatintin nyina yatintin nyina ohwe chire so a Electoral Commission stamp nyina wo chire yatintin nyina ene wo hono mono ahwe no moye tieye kupon na achi wo mono ahwa no moye nyina egu nyina matinti mama na nado nyina ine gungure mu hano nyina asu ya samfo aduam tino e wo se wo hu se MP ni mu bi lawyer wo su o se oni mu bi Onimubi pa wono akasa de ni de watimi de agum na ado de ndi wantimi afa ngum nyina ahwe nyina yatintim buku baako itintim na ado nipa baako nsa yako ye huni nyina.
These are some of the things that NDC for gather on the courts. And Justice Tokonu. Omutina court can say there's no case. So the elections now, kono. And Mahama Kayano, don't think about Supreme Court. If you're a Ghanaian, now person save Ghana. Do not think about Supreme Court because they are parts of the corruption. We need to win the elections from the ground. Ya chiso obi tintima ya nheno ya ntwaja nto ne mu se obi ehye baby tintim tomprete na wo che na body tuo tutwene body kuno because when you rely on the police you waste your time ombesa be bom tuo. When you rely on Dampare or Bemama Bobo tour because we were here and election day, Ghana for a course omo akoshe be a kayaba, Dampare ne Ghana military for my order, Emir Sanija, Egu Ghana for so. Until election 2024, no, men kasa way a penina kasa, where say, Sir Unse Obi, Esse, a dime bimu, a tom print, body tour to training, Fasi kanchi chanukuno, because why nya, Sadiana or yeno, and they didn't talk about Wabewu. I'm telling you, Sir Obi Staffe Abba. Obi staff box. Now tinaga se wedi amfa me ho a. Se entianse amba na gidigidi ba oba na yebetwaniti. It is better you stop the canker there. Into kwachi se chairman untumi agada boys a good damn egu hotel. E wo se ubo mutuo ututwa mo se nam. Because se wan ka se on sorry munyina mo so a. Sa abo anokọ oba begina wo so akun. Yatina krom ha Dampare Ghana military almost suma soldier for the police for a Ghana for trimutu 10 yatia. We were here. This happened after they rigged the elections. Ghana for buta say why? the question is, why do we need military in our elections? Why do we need military? Why is the EC boss adding our military protection? In Ghana today, see Democrats say they never had military protecting them. Why do we need military in our elections as a democratic nation? Over American election, you don't see even one military person in the community or in any place. Why do we need military? But and the military and the police, they man elections, they shoot. And then a whole police penny TV so say he thinks it would be better for the police alone to manage our elections. And the Ghana Police Service about to say, "Sa police in unity." How? Now this is what the man said.
Apart from that, I mean, you're talking about training and all, but for many Ghanaians also, learning from what happened in 2020, where some Ghanaians lost their lives during the elections, they would want to know, what is it that the Ghana Police Service has put in place to ensure that not one person loses his life during this election period?
Yeah, just as I said, if you looked at 2023, the elections that we conducted all, you could see that all were incident-free. This is the status, and we have learned out of it, we have taken notes out of it, and so we know where we are moving
What
forward.
have you learned out of these?
Like how we organize it, how we organize all those elections that within last year, and whatever happened in 2022, a lesson has been learned out of it. We're not maybe going to involve the military as it were, because it was not even the police that. A lesson has been learned out of it. We're not maybe going to involve the military as it were, because it was not even the police that came out with this issue. So it's going to be only the military, I mean the police, the prisons, the fire, and then immigration. That is going to conduct these elections. They are going to support us. It is our baby. It is the police baby, but we want to co-opt in our sister security to assist in one way or the other.
Has that been sorted out, though, that when it comes to elections, you are the primary security agency, and in fact, in the coordination process, you will have to request if you need additional support, and we don't have a situation where we have the military going into a place and creating this tension that we see sometimes that then leads to violence, and then the police is held responsible, but there's a military that has been deployed sometimes without your knowledge. And I'm saying this on the back of Ayawaso West Wagon. And when the commission work was done, it was streamlined with the police being the arrowhead. Has that been sorted out for this year?
That has been sorted out by the Inspector General of Police with his POMA members, and it's a clear-cut issue. Every internal issue is the police duty, and that is for sure on place. So we don't.
So this police officer, or a penny DCOP, police penny pa, and you busan say, oh, na election about basuni ade muhu ni saying yehu incidents ni ade no so incidents there. Why we shall last year elections on conduct here before after 2020 elections BBI is smooth incident be NCC no ne mom there ohu no na adwene ne say election aba yi or you sure say the collaboration between almost police for ne almost sister police for and I say almost sister security forces say immigration ne a fire service for no he feels to say the military might not be involved. This is a reasonable statement. This man is a professional. He did not emphatically say yenyi soldier from say from what he has seen from the previous year, which is 2023. Involved in fire service, any day, prison service, any immigration. No, he feels to say it to be wise or not yet. Because or use a statement say we are not going to involve the military as it were. He thinks, he believes we might not as so he wasn't even making an emphatic statement. He was saying, say, to him, no, and me here's on any opinion, no, he believes that we don't need the military to come and support the police because there's fire service, there's immigration, and there's other services that will be helping them. Adechia, Dan Pari a release statement to say, as some na papa ne kaya no, omo Ghana police, omo nka ho, papa ne nkwa inti be yinedi. Hey! And Adechia, Dan Pari release statement to say, Asemna papa ne kan say soldier ni police ni we cross say we don't need the military being involved in our elections. What wrong has he what has he done wrong here? That is a valid statement. We don't need the military in our elections. There's fire service, there's immigration, there's police, there is all these customs. Why do we need the military in our elections? Why do we need military in our elections in Ghana? The EC boss, why does she need military protection? That means the police is corrupt and deadly. That means the president does not respect Dampare. He does not respect the Ghana police force. Because when murderers, they can kill the NJ Mensa. Because at this point, why should we even give the military to J Mensa to protect her and her dogs in the EC? Why are we supposed to give her police military protection? So this man, after making this valid statement, Dampare say unity. And this is their statement. Police statement on comment by DCOP Mr. Gabriel Prince Wabu on election security. 1. The attention of the Ghana Police Service has been drawn to an unfortunate statement. Jesus Christ. What is so unfortunate about what this man said? In his candid opinion, he believes that the police is equipped enough to work with other security agencies like immigration, fire service, and all the rest to make sure Ghana election is smooth. What is unfortunate about the Dampare with Jimmy? Dampare bodam ni no nam Ghana na nantana or nam Ghana no. Yeah, so what is unfortunate about the statement we just heard from this man? Now, 1. The attention of the Ghana Police Service have been drawn to an unfortunate statement made by DCOP Mr. Gabriel Prince Wabu during a panel discussion on Joy News today, Monday, 19th February 2024. Inti Saturday, Endra Nana must release a statement or Kasam Endra show so that day Nana Dampare will release a statement. Say we want to involve the military. Inti if anybody says anything contrary to Dampare's opinion, say we need the military to come into our elections, that person has to be fired. And it's a Dampare apamono. 2. The statement made by its DCOP, Mr. Gabriel Prince Wabu, concerning election security are unfounded and do not represent the position of the Ghana Police Service. We would therefore like to disassociate the Ghana Police Service completely from the statement and apologize to the Ghana Armed Forces. What did he say wrong here? What did the DCOP say wrong? Did he insult the Ghana military? No. In fact, in the constitution, the military is not supposed to be at election centers. So if the man says, I'm a police officer, I believe in the Ghana Police Service, I know what we can do. We are experts, we are professionals, we know our job. Our colleagues, the fire service, the customs, the immigration, they can support us. What is a statement that we're making against the Ghana Armed Forces? Ghana Armed Forces Dampare, where Jimmy Anna? What kind of country are we building? Dampare, Jimmy, you catch up on the best say Kuruno. Now you come out to say you are apologizing to the military. Who has insulted the military here? Why is the military not coming out to tell us the men who are wearing their uniforms and shooting Ghanaians, broad daylight, killing Ghanaians and murdering Ghanaians? Why haven't they released a statement on it? Why should we apologize to Ghana military? Because a police officer believes that the Ghana police is equipped enough to run Ghana's election, protection and security. Dampare, where Jimmy Anna? E dey mpanifo ne wo Ghana no, e dey nkwasiasam ne ekoso Ghana no. E dey nkwasiasam na ekoso Ghana ende utmi uye police penya utmi because police can manage security during elections. Into the moment you say that, you have insulted the military. But is it the responsibility of the Ghana military to give us security during elections? So you can see clearly, say the killings by the military and the police, it was a coordination between Dampare and the military hierarchy. That is why they have refused to release a statement to tell us who went to Techiman South to murder Ghanaians. Into Dampare, technically, from this statement, he is telling you Ghanaians, he still need the military to do more killings. So he's apologizing. Apologizing for what? He goes on to say this. Apologize to the Ghana Armed Forces. The conduct of the officer is being subjected to internal disciplinary process of the Ghana Police Service. Jeez, this is despicable, man. Dampare boy. Hey, he goes on to say this. We want to state that under the National Election Security Council Security Task Force architecture, the Ghana Police Service works with all other security services, including the Ghana Armed Forces, to ensure peace, security, law and order before, during, and after elections. The approach of the 2024 general elections will be no different. The question here is, the man, when he was speaking, he did not rubbish the military. He feels that the military are supposed to come in when there are bigger issues. He believes that the police is equally equipped and professional enough to work with immigration, customs, fire service, their prisons to make sure we get better security in Ghana. The military only comes in when the police and the other security agencies feel that no, we cannot control this. Now, as we speak, nothing has happened. So why is Dan Paris saying that they are apologizing to the police, the military, the man has made some statement which is unfounded, and so it means Dan Paris is willing and ready to go into 2024 to kill more civilians because a Caribbean Yansafone Tima Kadam Paris was here Pamono. The boss of the Ghana military was here Pamono. Who killed those people in Techiman South? 4 years, we got no answer from any fool. And so Dan Pare, such a foolish ananta, is telling us, say, we cannot say the military are not supposed to be involved in our elections. Dan Pare kwasi ampenyi, yakunipa because it is not you. Because enya oba, Jimmy for osora na tam Bible, na eshana na ntene no di Jimmy no ho. Nobody is accountable to anything in Ghana. Nobody is accountable. Yet kroma yakunipa, police ni soldier for, ye humo TV so, oma chituo aboni patrimutuo. Nobody is accounting for that. Edian kwasi asam no. Because of what Dan Pare is doing, I am going to show the faces of all the men who were contracted to wear military uniforms to kill Ghanaians. I'm going to be the pictures in Yabeba TV, so I am promising you this. Because of what Dan Pare, his intentions and what he wants to do, these gentlemen who were given guns to go to Techiman South to shoot, to kill Ghanaians, to murder Ghanaians, from next week, we are going to put their pictures on TV for everyone to see the men who were contracted, given military uniforms to shoot, murder Ghanaians. If Ghanaians have to go after them, it is their own choice. Because Mr. Dan Pare did not learn any lessons from 2020. And he's willing to help these thugs, these murderers, to kill again. So it is better we put them out there for Ghanaians to know the men who were contracted, given military and police uniforms. Dan Pare contracted some. The military contracted some. We are going to show their faces. Whatever happens next, we all will live with it. I catch them. I say the rigging in Ghana's election, a Ashanti region, and a war. And the numbers are chemo. The Bibia chemo. Every Ghanaian, we've made you understand clearly. Rigging, a Ashanti region. The numbers are here, and I have shown you the numbers. I can show you NDC numbers from 92, 96, 2000, 2004, 2008, 2012, 2016, 2020. The NDC in the Volta region numbers in Yunani. And these numbers, they have stayed in the same range. Either they drop 100,000 or they get their 100,000 back. 30,000, 20,000, they have not moved away from this number from 1992 to 2020. In the Ashanti region, from 92, 96, 2000, 2004, 2008, 12, 13, 14, 16, 2020. Their numbers have moved from 431 straight to 800, straight to 950, to 1.4, dropped to 1.2, back to 1.5, now to 1.6 and to 1.6. The rigging is happening in the Ashanti region. And Ghana, while we are Ghana near was Santimemu, Sebio, Opesa Oji Ghana no. You have to understand. You need to vote against the NPP. And we all need to start to find ways and means to stop and call for almost stuffy papers, ballot boxes in the Ashanti region. Me say, in 2024, almost obi stuffy boxes, ballot boxes, muncha petro ngunu suna monseno. Say chairman untumi o, say executive bayo, mumbo ni tuon tuchano and tonchene because saa de na all ye no, and na beman tokwesi wo Ghana. Saa staff no mo be staff Ashanti region no, and na beman tokwesi wo Ghana, ahimfie be hye, ahima bewu, ahemfo be dwane omnemu mpoboa, police fo bewu, enkwara bewu, maamefo bewu, papa fo bewu, president bewu. We need to avoid this. The only way we can avoid this nonsense is to stop the rigging in the Ashanti region. So what say say obi at the papers egu kamu na muhu monfa petro ngunu so na muntweja ntuni mu because ono nko awu a ebe save Ghana. It is very important. In 2024 election ayekom no yenkodi agro. And the mama who clearly the rigging in the Ashanti region, Volta region in Yeshi. Makwasiebi and Sisa Soja phone could go Volta region. And the Voltarians in Ghana, remember, wherever you find yourself, this is what the NPP have been doing to you people. And you have to start reasoning. Oya uneni, now what Ghana, this is what they have done to you people. They are Bawumia muni enye. We create impression bia to nipa trim say awona form ye Togo form ye Nkwasia form wiabem and so na ono ane party MPP omo no mu wiabem e wo Ghana. The staffing is clear. The numbers you are seeing is shocking, it's heartbreaking. After this short break, I will pick phone calls. You're still watching. With all due respect, extended version.
The Japan scam, ladies and gentlemen, clearly amounts to willfully causing financial loss to the state. And the culprits must not go unpunished. I want to repeat this for emphasis. Fellow countrymen and women, the Japan scam clearly amounts to willfully causing financial loss to the state. And the culprits of same must not go unpunished. The failed vice president and chair of the economic management team, the clueless driver's mate, and the discredited flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, who has proven to be not only dishonest, but very corrupt. This is the man who orchestrated the stinky PDS scandal by deliberately and illegally relaxing the condition precedent of a bank guarantee, thereby aiding PDS to defraud Ghanaians to the tune of 1.5 billion Ghana cedis in electricity tariffs alone.
Thank you very much for watching. Monkancha Samia Uku say those boys are he contracted in 2020 to shoot in Kofoe Otechiman South. Sagalam say boys no Samia Uku. You are the one who recruited them to do that job. Sa boys some kobo to Otechiman South na Samia Uku and they recruit you. You work in Ghana or you don't know Wambada. Nobody's touching you. Also a presidential ambition. Oko parliament. You recruit criminals, galamsey boys. You give them uniforms and they go to shoot. You Samia Uku. Samia Uku. You recruit murderers. Those boys you recruited from the Ashanti region, Momo Musoja Tadie, Eko Techiman Sadko boat. You Samia Uku, you led it. You Samia Uku. You are a very dangerous person. You're a bad man. You're a very bad man. And I'll make sure you pay for this. Samia Uku, you will pay for this. And you are still thinking of doing that again. You will pay dearly for this nonsense. For recruiting murderers, giving them military uniforms from Ashanti region, Galamsey side, for them to go to Techiman to go shoot Ghanaians. You are working in Ghana, pretending as if, say, abra wo yire na wo mba de omada. They are asleep. They are safe. Ni akobo bi batuo techiman. Because you think politics is all about calling somebody and paying the person money, and that's it. All crimes that has been committed should go on. That is in your head. You samia uku. Why do you say politics no? Ninya so afre jiska na obi ko di boni a ye ku obi a normal meboa. Ebe dru so. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello. Hello, Kevin.
Yes, madam. Kasamit you.
Yeah, my money do my power. My mirror now. Me catch her when you raise it. As someone else said, there's no way Togo government. Ebe you official papers. Edi am opposition members say function. There's no way. And as Togolese, no, they are very proud. Togo ni bien ni ho be free the country. Wa cross border. No be say kuna or they fighting. They would never. They are proud people. Nyeda. You know, in fact, said the very funny. Ye Ghana for no. Ghana for ye brothers, ye sisters. Muga egu Ghana. Omudi ye omono. At the end of the day, anyway, Ghana for.
That's it. Thank you very much. All right, Mama for another caller. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, I can submit you.
Majo Ephraim Abdallah. Kasafiri Ghana bechim. And I was saying what you mapa o yama NDC. And I was saying bre nyame nhira. Na ade ba comedian to susu pa ne say foni mu yemfa sa abato nyina nkoda nsuo wo abato more than one nsuo ni wundi wo beto more than one vote nsuo ni wundi. Now I say nyame come on.
Brother, thank you very much. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Kasa.
Fine, Kevin. Then Kevin. I would black Libiano. I will teach him.
Okay.
Kevin. Yeah. Winning. Me kabi bia Kenya ko hata so say Africa. Ni ekoso. Hello.
Kasa phone me too.
Hello, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin. Me say me I would black Libiano. I will teach him. Me Kevin. Ampa ena waka ampa pa na waka hwe won techiman south kuma ya kuma man for up to now me say asem no egusua me won Kevin hwe me tini wo West African countries me ko Niger me ko Niger country bi say Niger Mali and that country we is saying Guinea that maybe and me ko tina ho you to binumi kan sembi efasa dictatorship so ekoso Africa in Kevin dictatorship na doso e Africa enti problem e wom ni say yamwa na sa terrain abaya abesi so e wo Ghana ha minia nentwa wommo because on my bia wo be hu say e beduru ba bibi na fatuo e di tracy civilians enya de pa enti minia we a best journalist ama say wama ati amanfo nyinani e wo Ghana ha etime siraw me papa we a wa be di president no wonu ye na adwen say we human rights lawyer by media man who say say we human rights lawyer we big dictator.
But I say thank you very much, big dictator. Hello, caller.
Bonjour.
Yes, I go ahead.
Bibi aboko.
BTO Kasa. Aye.
Ya Kasache, Papa Sakoni. Kevin.
Yeah.
The woman say, Dampari, who say crime has no expiring date. In the phone, Omubu my and then who say crime has no expiring date. Even the present is not above the law. And the Omushi Semu, to say Sanoka, Yemina, ya Jesum. That crime now, Omwadi. Yemina, that be Yabema Omunya account. Because something NGC Bapa Amafo we inform more free. Obiti says I'm now who down parimu. Kevin, so video who says a setima, Amamira ho. Amamira, okay, I block my central, Omuku Yanipa Baku. Nika Oku, I block my central. yɛde case no kɔkɔ asate na ɔmo no kasa ɔnyɛ military new but that election day no yɛhyɛ no military atade minu kasa nyina ɔnim election day yɛhyɛ no military atare na ɔmo kɔ yɛ police station odɔkɔ police station hɔ no na ɔkɔ di saa asɛm no yɛ nipa baako ɔwɔ takasla na ɛkɔ Ibrahim minu kasa asate na ɔbɔ nyina nam free sɛ obi na ɔsɛ kutupa sɛ ɔnkɔ di saa adwuma wei.
Thank you, Sako. Hello, caller. Hello. All right, my man, caller. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello, Kevin.
Go ahead, boss.
Please, my question is the number that Bawumia was mentioning for the voter region people.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, what is the entire population of the Togolese people before he was mentioning that number?
You said that was just 10%, so you got 76,000. So if he gets 100%, 760,000 people from Togo. All right, we lost him. Hello, caller. Hello, go ahead.
Your friend Mohammed Nasir Hussein. Because I free Kumasi. But Mr. Kevin, and how who be brave, sir? Simple because, sir, a man for who they share. Formerly President Ekana say review. A professor at television so because review near abolish. Oh, into school no. O Marco but Omuni again. Hello.
Yeah, me too, Kasa.
Hello?
Yeah, you're like
school no. Omako school no. School no the Omako school no, but they don't understand what is school. English obi former president say me ba education no I will review. A professor from KNUST Ebechina television so say was about abolish.
That's it. Okay, hello caller.
Hello.
Yeah,
hello Kevin.
Yes, madam.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I am Samu. About Sunday, I can't read the Juma Yedia. You can go because yes, started. Say, Obusmi no more. Uncle Busmi no. You were baby or Muchano, she's a good bottom. Niachre, young Fankwa. MPP Nick maybe on one kind of Oye or Bessie Bilampe. If she and so yes, I didn't be. A look of Tabefadico, Northern region. If you call no need there, I can't remember and a call no, or more baby a channel. I have Fufobian wanting to get Omuni. Me, Namisra, none West's one. Yabana meto 9. Me to Abano, Namin to Mento big. Me got 2 be or Pacate. The Mayan say, a dear Nipa, a dear. Ama boahema wato na ye de pen amake no me kwa sa nipa na ya make ni din no eno na nipa na ote ho no o de be make na makoto nipa na ye eyi pen so Richard Anani ka ono ma ye ka wo de egum tawusa me say ka no we for 15 nipa 30 nipa me to 9 ya ne ka nipa we 50 30 no obi a to 99 Enti ya ka krono ni dia asante region enwo asante we ni me si wo mo ba bia o mo penti papers no ye wi am for display no be fa ko voter northern region o mo che enti no o mo head that the person head that mo money ko voto no obi a dwene wo ho na so na krono no asante mamu ni ye bo na ye kiche go botom de kago council de nam from de ko esrem enya de ketwa Intersanto radio account phone de kono ni de na yobo me ya santini me yobo NDC phone nim kono bo na NDC phone mu nim kata sese ano empire ne yobo say papa mahama ba ye nti obi o wo emre di no and to bo hono mo say NDC ba be to obi ye nti obi emre di odi e be to nti ya mo kata NDC bo be to mo nya ata ata bo emre di wa ye be fro enya NDC ne be to emre di wa ne be fro.
Thank you very much. All right. With the Amatsuma. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. This caller could not stay. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Good evening, Kasa. Mo Ashanti region, no mon friend na mon church CBI MPP we abanim no. CBI mo to no 3 ne 4.
Yeah, Kevin.
Kasa mitio.
Yes, Kevin. Ashanti region na make ho asem. Ashanti region ye baby a MPP for na NDC for na ma Ashanti region for timi enya abane di wiem. Me ma hwe abaso Ashanti region for a very long time. Yeah, Kevin, I don't know my friend wa catch me kasa free. Me
radio no. What can you tell? No.
Ma share abane so bi da.
Don't do that.
Na dey tie ne say NDC for etimi ye bibi te say aduane kura my boys no more about so no. Omo fa mantem. Wo be say boys yi betima tena ho from anopa 334 ho no nyina. Wo mo de wo ma badwum no omo ram.
No, he's still listening to himself. That be my catch though. Wafre radio, so Wafre TV, so you know how it works. Don't listen to yourself. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hi, Kevin. Am I live?
Go ahead.
Yeah, person is listening because I feel Kevin, I'm so excited to get online. I've been trying so long, but I'm happy. Now, maybe point I'm going to make it Kevin, I beg of you. What I want you to do with this rigging thing, this is what I think. Your client whom one now saw him and said, and I'm not from but Papa also be rigged. Makes him bonny to you. Kevin, finish with that. Because these people they are existential threats to Ghana. These MPP these criminals, they are existential. Our life is at stake. So we now baby now we now the mobi man we way what we cool. Tell me never to strong finally say means Mahama will come, but don't let Mahama have one sleep. Don't let him have one good sleep. If he doesn't prosecute and hang these criminals, this is my problem. And this you are our only savior. Make Mahama never to have one good sleep until he eliminates these criminals. So that we have a good Ghana.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Hello. Mentie TV no. One men kasa phone him. All right. You're not ready. I'm in fact Obi are ready. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Good evening,
madam. Oh, hi. Good evening, Kelvin. My name is Akusia.
Okay, Akusia Kasa.
Kelvin, I just got back from Ghana. There was seamstress be opamad. But I say
in we also who be dana.
Maybe who be that, but I'm just talking about this voting. I have a seamstress who sold for me. And half Ghanaian, half Togolese, but she was born in Ghana. How do you call it? Ghana card. Almost almost money. Reason being, her dad is Togolese, but because she was born in Ghana, no, because the papa is Togolese, no, money. So I'm talking in regards of like they are trying to intimidate them, one not to have the Ghana card, and then not to be able to access things in Ghana because they feel like they are not Ghanaians. Into talking like coming back to your point about how they are being intimidated in the voter rating, and then I'm a pessimaker. And then thank you today. Your program is being one of the best of the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
This is Ebenezer calling from Walawale.
Okay, Ebenezer.
Yeah, my problem is that you should be able to. We beg you. You should try and show the people who are sitting on you, show their pictures.
You will do it.
Show their pictures so that they will know that their life is also in danger. So that next time they will not be able to also come out, agree to come and stand and shoot some people and kill.
You will do that. Thank you very much.
Just to try and show their pictures so that they will also know that they are threat to the nation. So that we also know their people and follow them.
Thank you. We will do that. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mr. Kevin. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Mr. Kevin, Elibo USA or so USA welcome the USA or so live. Mr. Kevin say Ghana, your problem now after Asante no. In fact, Asante okay. Asante binum ye nkofobia o ma Ghana papa hwe enipa ba ko wo to aba 4 ye de ka lodu mu na mokwe na yankopon abafi na se ka sunsun na so ku a na se bi wawu nyanse wu na so wu kwatewu
o se afena we SS o sa ena mpenifo nsa muntire no mkoto aba de no be
when my started waiting, almost started to about from 16 years old.
15 years.
From 16 years. After 15 years, started waiting more to about. And you want to pay for Mugua Santimama said, you are my say or my bo. Now we are starting with your mamma. 1 million, I didn't mamma money 10,000, I didn't mamma tea. Carry me, I'm Wokumasi, Swame. And I yet chunk of what common year Ghana hole. Me ya gani me kwa hotel a me da oswa me no ta hotel ne MPP omo ayi hono ko meeting na nkofo atu mu pay e wo hono ma ye tu odigan sketu nko omo nya aduma iwo omo wi gan ti omo wi abana no so omo wi abana omo ni president ye tu omo ka Kevin ni ame ye aduma.
That's it. Thank you very much. Hello caller.
Hello Mr. Kevin.
Yes sir, go ahead.
Ya mi chira woni we aduma pa wo ya bo man Ghana. Michelle pa na me pese me ka sembi ene manoto President Mahama hwe President Mahama ese se o hwe no huye e wo nkofo bi o mo ayo mo so mo ye neutral o mo ko MP fo ko giska na o mo ko NDC fo ko giska na why no so neutral ba ko ni Elizato sa guy no o very dangerous President Mahama hwe no huye wo sa guy no
boss tie me sa nkofo we no o ma ko so busum nkofo ni momo. You get what I mean? And Adiba could be to my culture. President Mahama Opie Abontinia as an ex-president. Obia bit my beginan in chain. In fact, so we study President Mahama very well. On the kind of person, even though our security around him, if you show, say, you are also human like him, Sana Nisutie, he says hi to everyone. Now there are people Mahama. So what you need to understand and say, Sa branti abodi din ebi ono krebusun obi anim no me platform eso enye din bia na ebo. You get what I mean?
Mr. Gavin,
and I understand what you mean. I understand what you yes. I understand it perfectly. Mm-hmm. Sometimes ultimi hu obi a Mahama eko baby na sa nipa ni gina picture nim ana obi checha na nipa ni jina Mahama nchen kasa uhuno TikTok uhuno it could be a private location na ebia hotel bia Mahama or reception a omotwa ko event bi na ebia obi ewura ho bi na Mahama oho na nipa na ko jina otwa picture na waye short video bi. I know people like sometimes you take it very personal because sankofo no who say why because of their past you maybe o makeka afa Mahama ho. You get it? But the issue is your point you're making is very right. The people protecting or Mahama security they are supposed to be extra careful. They are not supposed to allow any riffraff to come around Mahama, to come do video with Mahama come and talk to Mahama.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Recently, Mahama and I mean who say in Confobio, Sebio, they are not part of Mahama's security. But me Confobi boys more use who be because you see Kumasi, and Omudi, even though the security you could see. We're not expecting such people to take the lead. And I expect the security to do more. Because there are some people, they don't add anything, they don't take anything. You don't need them. And even though you want to be flexible and nice to everyone, without due respect, and it's very important. Sometimes you have to be very difficult to get to. Dabi. And you see, listen to me. Sa nkofo no come na di omo sa nkofo no omo no they are not supposed to be our focus. You get what I mean? Whatever you see on social media, Ibrahim Mahama on the private life, on the public life, Ibrahim Mahama can do his own Facebook show. I don't care about Ibrahim Mahama. We meet you, Ibrahim Mahama Maniska. I don't care. Ibrahim Mahama he decides to talk to people he wants to talk to. But what I'm concerned about is the security of John Dramani Mahama. And they have to be extra vigilant. Not any individual. As much as Mahama, a very nice person, they're not supposed to be allowing any fool, only ignorant person to come around Mahama. When it happens like that, Amanphobia who think about Mahama's security, they get pissed off. Because at this point, majority of the people are relying on the security and protection of Mahama because on one a bit to be civil Musisia. I really understand what you are saying. And it is sometime Mama Fanyo Masanyo and Shamu too much. Because I don't see any part. Sometimes most of the things he does not even know it is happening. Mahama could be sitting or standing and talking to somebody on this side. Now, kwasi ebi jina nechi a video. Adi echi oda koto social media. Na mine Mahama jina. It happens. And sometimes, let's look at a bigger picture and telling the security to be very vigilant and that we all need to work together to make sure it's safe. But that's about. Thank you very much. I appreciate this. Okay. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. It's been a while. One thing I want to tell you is what you are doing is a life-saving program. You are working a lot of Ghanaians, and what I've realized is what we Africans we don't like. We don't love ourselves, and we don't cherish what we have. So hatred take over our good days. Sometimes you make jokes about the guns.
Yeah.
I might tell you I'm a gun. If you could get someone to make a translation to what you are doing to most of them because they are still in darkness. I can assure you the guns are in darkness. You take it as a joke, but it's not a joke. They don't understand the danger and what is going on. The MPP is a criminal entity. The MPP is a criminal entity. And sometimes when you are trying to explain this to some guns, it's almost impossible. It might be a difficult job for you to do. But I think some tribes, if you could get someone to make a translation, at least few minutes to explain it better to the danger we are running. Because going on like this, if nothing is seriously done think about this issue, what the NPP have taken Ghana to, there will be any Ghana anymore.
How many?
And our hope was good.
How many radio stations do we have in Accra? I mean,
it's a question.
Speaking radio stations.
Very, very, very few.
So this is the first.
And those over there.
This is the first assignment for my Ghana people in Greater Accra. Henry Korte is a regional minister. Okoboy has.
It's a criminal. Henry Korte is a criminal. Okoboy is a criminal.
So
all those MPP are criminals. They don't care about the Ghana because it's a
traditional authority. The Gamanche. Should be a priority to the Gamanche. If your people lose their language, they lose their way. And I don't want to say much. Let's first get the language situated well, and when we are able to dialogue, we will know our problems. I really appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right.
All right. Okay. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead.
Good morning, Kevin Taylor.
Good morning.
Me bacho we alaji has abofo nie. Ashanti region asemna ye kan wo.
Yeah.
Ye MPs no mo Ashanti region no mo na aka ho bi. E na Asante fo nya kwan wi NDC no. Me di Muntaka ba example. Muntaka wako MP. Why MP wa parliament enfie senie. 2020 abaye 2 ye ya. Me Muntaka 2020 abaye 2 ye. Waka ho and we are in this Kumasi. Yentina make us Obi a wako parliament so many years. Yeah, Buba on say MPs no. Omures was ready campaign term as in a presidential no. Instead of say, yeah, Buba Bani we are. Omudianoma, Omures was no we na. Ombenya da Jatinasi. Actually, Yabako presidential no. Dabi. Yabuba MP Jerry no Omo to Omoka. Na the pod agunu so na wonam na wo ginani na wo defense meanwhile presidential body da so go a ye kan a ye wiye ye enti 2020 bi busa mo say na the Muntaka when the first time ho parliament na ana won parliament da obi e watra parliament so many years ye bubu aba ye wiye ye wa sorry ji wani na be na ye wiye ye ana ye biam Bawumia any nanado, Sa Soja Foya, Mode Qua Bato, Nay, yes, no. Ghana Crime Tibida. minti bi da na ba ne sai e mema mi no mu konto kwa uji hudi sa ho odin ya e di benti ne wasa abu agu botom sa wodi kwa akon kwati na kwai na yehu sa wo ko na soja for mu do mu be dai ye tie ne kumu zongo for 7 techima nipa 8 mamudu Bawumia ye kraboni wo ye muslim ebesi nde won ka ho asem etu ye kraboni zongo ni muslim na wo se wo be sori wo ye nodna akwadi Bawumia ti akwadi bodyguard akwaku nipa na wo sa nipa no wonni mu nyansa wadimi.
Thank you very much. All right, I can't hear. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello.
Mr. Kevin, good evening.
Good evening, boss. Go ahead.
But I'm afraid no dying. I'm because I'm vote na Bawumia se omuwiano. Oh, me half Krobo na me half Togo. And the time na me ba no dying na me se me be voter ID card no. Amam pinu ama mi o. On say Togo igbe ni angolo kasa no different kakra wo emu. Ndi mi kasa pe omu mi free Togo nti omu ye mami. Ndi mi tu kwan ko Ashanti region mi ofa baako ho. Ana mi ofa ndi mi ko e. Ono omu ko ye mami ana Kevin papa na oti ho oye ayi no mami o se an sisi ade ma ba Ashanti region ti mi ti vota bi o mi mbeto aba me weto ama kufado ana mi sisa na mi si o mate ana omu ye mami. Enti enye vota for no mu ya aba no gumu e Ashanti region and that's it.
But I say thank you very much. You see said aba no be register Ashanti region ya kwa aba betuma MPP kwase sabonko a e asebo. Hello caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead.
Evening.
Kasamitio.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Mpacho, your friend Dennis. Na program na mpesa me baso ka.
Obi etio, una live obi etio kasa.
The me can say ya na ada Ashanti region for no binum anka ka MPP supporters for ni binum say voter ni Jimmy. Na me ka asisu say voters no ye buye mpanifo. Ade bia ye bia na enyen basabasa. Ya eduechi because ye wuye na yetiti ye anye na me ka asisu bium so say afi abaye beto no. So jeni bia bebe mitreti obi o voter region no. The AC or that regions na BBC because you enjoy ho e ma obi betwi fire so biom. But na secondary Bawumia mun ka say do campaign tam no ba voter region onye very careful.
But I say thank you very much. Hello caller.
Hello, good evening, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hassan Police Away, the Pacho Voltarians intimate prayer. Me person impa Voltarians a chopa. Because among Conco Volta, Uko, we are Coco cry to tikpe amount to a drama. But a do soldier for bedun Quasade or ha. Near Jow Mono Mabata no Massa Bedi Adriana, the day on my several years, no denti. Monfort and Bruno from 2 or more Bibi or Baba Obekuni Baba Quanafe, over Obia Soba, Konomokunu. What to a drama. Monfort and Bruno for years and Quasa police for now. Do voter, I'm quite Quasadeno. Obia the few and all the Yare and Echo.
But I say thank you very much. Hello caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin, the American about why you remove Ashanti region. That may can be say Ashanti region abano. Yan and Yenes they say as tofu near day but and also but would it be frame or adding papa. Then the MPP for yen and they say proceed for air back polling station be a dear betching woman nimina. Now one more timini proceed for na she home. And NDC for so and Crawford the one more polling station where be polling agents nina no and Kwalanki 20 boys a woman new system no more sisa more about me my hair about to also that. Na say we a kwanya omuvia abamu wo polling station na say we obi a usuro nyame a yi prosifoni nim na mo manya boys no so mfonso etore bia behwe aduane a yede bema wo mo no ebi a 11:30 na aduane kokonu kura nyamai enti MPP for aduane no mo de beba no ebi no mo yi ma boys no na de wo mo aye ne say party executive from penifo mu timi tro ehuna ban mu yi pia no be hwe no mo tete pick up say di free Accra ban mu no mo call round say ye monitoring ye to abade monitoring na woko chama untumi ni nkwasi asem nyina duru abato so a masa wo bia ne te say wake up enti not until say MPP fo betimi ehunu NDC fo betimi ehunu say abato no duru so a ye mpanipa wo mutimi tro yie no mutimi ready to understand na for sika na e de abase enfanto duane ma enkrofo no wo benya wo monche sika no kura ma de enchi ansa na enkrofo na ko police station Mr. Prosifo ye wo ho nyina akoto mo Kevin wo mo attack so aye ma say den enti de akoso wo ho ni nyina wo mutimi nka na hwe enkrofo bi ye NDC fo pulling agent a wasiwa a wontimi kura nko prosini ni ho nko ka hwe nkyere no enti kama wontimi timi back police station bi na Prosifo yi salutu no e bufu say enti wo ha wo betimi ehunu say ye wo sojafo bi ya no mo monitoring no mo betwifa ho a na Prosifo no pam nkwala he mo nko sojafo no ba mo nko sojafo no ba na sojafo no nyina so na eye nipa bonefo a wo mo ba bia no mo kukum nipo wo mo ya hyehye wo mo sojatare no bebrenye bia na wo mo nkasa ye monitoring no wo mo ye sojafo no wo mo ba na Prosifo no dimrika ko ka kire wo mo ewie mu se mo nko he wo bia mbu kwala mo fira sojafo no ba ebi kuta nan ekuta num na polling agency fo iti wo soro kra so obekwa ko ka kire prosini ni say owura de mi hunu ni ye mame because ye twa mo kadada ena ya mean mo typical no mo call rounds ena ye nya ye call rounds now ye nya ye adwuma ne say ye ne behwe so amam no ye so ye waban ye wo mu wiresim say NDC fo ye wiam ye call rounds no wo bedru station bia ye call rounds no na wakohia ya mean num a wo so aba begiro ha masa adwuma e course say wo mo say ekoyie na me bua fumi trimu say ne wo mu wiem enti mesre NDC fo wo mo a ekohwa ba no to no so immediately mo fa wo musika no wo mo aduane sika no nkoma wo mo ena fe nso so wo mo ekohwa so mo nyi kwakwakoya ba bia keke nkotena ho because sika wo mo de ba station ho no wo bia won ye na gwen se o pepa wa beji egubotom na ye de ma wo mo ehwa bato no so na mo ya mi mo nam na mo call rounds ba bia ye call rounds bia ye hia ya mi no mo nam ha ye de to bia mitimi dimi jaza masa de akoso ntimi na won se ye ko ha ko he ha de unne nam sa ye den mo amonche mo ho na mo nkotena ho na mo hwa banto no so because mo presence kura no police ni ni besuru police ni me say sojafo no ba wo ha ne sojafo abetwam kakra fa ho ahwe se bibi koso a se soja ni no ba sojafo ne de wo mo ka ba ubemu samanfo nyina adwane police ni timi tumrika he wo bia free sojafo no ba he wo bia free a eti enu kra say wunya sojafo papa esebu kakra because ne sojafo no nyina na agimi o wo mo ba no bi wo ha wo nye sojafo wo mo ye nkrofo a Kennedy Japan ahyehyɛ wo mo ntade te sɛ de ekochi bi ahyintusu no a wo mo kɔtɔ aba wo na sɛ de wo mo kɔchi wo no bebre nye sojafo wo ma kɔtɔ tutuo no bebre wo mo nye sojafo te sɛ de wo mo de wo mo kɔ ayawa so no entimi de mafutuo ni sɛ wo mo ekɔhwa bato no so no mo nkɔ busa obi a sɛ wo beti ma hwa bato so na akɔhwɛ NDC officer tɔ de bi a wo mo ye training amankrofo no wo mo kɔfa school fo bi o sɛ wo ni matro wo mo sian no mo aye orientation ama mo letter commission and when beba be orientation now share MPP for ati ho na lecturers kura ba betia kotra sa ko haba no akoyi we bi SS ni wo sro protein ni kuro gina ho because me demand no see ha no maka kire NDC for no say sika no e di man kwala no wo mo ekohwe so tadua na mo kura ya min mo kohwe dua no so mo hia sika bia na mo kontem protein for no kura hu mo sro enti abato no ye wiem wo station ho eho de egu abamu ade edin papa and the crowd de ni ye untimi entimi da wase pi
but that's pa thank you very much. Hello caller.
Hello.
Yes sir, go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spanish Mapawi. Edi kan me mo UK at the moment na mo Kumasi about 20 no kre na mte Buku Messi in wiemu de wo pa na mo de make us see na pa and de no kre na mo de make us see na say voter regime yang reni so me voter regime free juje until me by man tra e wumi Kumasi yeah na the point say voter regime for na question be say who you voter regime na say be obi bi so free Togo land ho say the ebia wo US betimi ato about US where Ghana no Ghana betimi ato aba no is it not also possible say obi a Ghana ni wo ebia voter regime they be bi so free Togo betimi ato about Togo at start for Ghana is it not possible that way?
Dual citizenship, yeah, you can. Why shouldn't you be able to do that?
So Bawumia is work as will be a when if you took another to about it doesn't make sense to me. And our figures are the two now to a clear say. Who share or more trend now from 1992 there's no say who said this come unlike a country difference of from 400 to 800,000.
Yeah. Every 2-3 years, 300,000. Yeah.
It clearly no to indeed I didn't know a country from what I mean when a woman you will tech hospital. We did the Patrick Garrison, me tech hospital a woman a country a jazungu. Oh yes, and it's clear. So I said to you for the if I was Ghana we need that one. Thank
you very much. All right. Oh, but that's it. Thank you. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Kasamitio.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
If I tell me free a takradi. Na me find saying it's Scado. The same thing I see with Scado. Election no moto ye girl ni wini hands down. But
Katan, Scado no Katan.
Going to be in protect. Yes, it's Scado Katan. Gene
Jogate Mudiano. Dr. Grace.
Amubo ba ambani wi na no. Amubo ba ambana. Ohun so we wi ni na. Ofi won okọ ni fie. Ono no ti na MPP fo no mo fa ase regional minister na ka ho. Omo hia fa ase na omo be wi amba no mo. When nti me pese me ka check Grace ahin so say this time around no. Oye more serious. Ewo offense police stations no. No fa kofa foforo. Boys no for mu na no.
Sa NDC chairman no Oketano or corrupt papa. NDC chairman no Oketano.
Yes.
Sa akwa no osa pink sheet kofi e no kojiska ade achi ba o so na refi. That guy no a criminal pa blay o se den. NDC for Ketan chairman bi.
NDC for so organizers some way Sikado. Guy no mama believe omu biala. Omu ya konfo.
Mate, that's it. Thank you. All right. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hello, Kevin. Kevin, good morning.
Good morning.
Pacho, I'm confirmed also audio omole laban pacho wa ya masengia pa.
Yeah,
no matter how. Manya dia kwa no. Omo ba ko de. Sene mo kuyi man kwa na. Double ba ko omo me decide omo life omo. Ti me sero yame.
But I say, all right. Hello, caller.
Yo, Kevin, good morning.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And I mean, sharp, Papa, near my power. Now, unim, Ashanti region, who say, yeah, ballot papers, no, inside, say, Uko, na ye be back amount. Ukwa, the Omuya say, we or minimum MPP for, and minimum for. Into Moba. Say ebi almost a we MPP ni na obana no matter be say 5 and 6 and 8 ballot papers na ma nti omote ballot papers na 8 na when say ubo cha bo nti obi ko gina ballot box no obecha because no stamp no back nti say count ni do on when say yes start see here when say one particular
way 4 a bomber 6 yeah I got some paper be a single no utumi ba ko na bom 6 na fe no mo separate
nti bo sa yesa nti ho pepe nti ho na yesa nti for no matwe ko ho no enyi sa de bia e be wi ho bo sa.
But that's it. Thank you. All right. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. All right. I'm in for another caller. Hello. Yeah, Kasamitio.
Good evening, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, this is Ben. I'm calling from California.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin. Mr. Demo contribute to Kaka. Now, all what I want to say to Ghanaians today. First of all, this message goes to Ghana Armed Forces, and the second goes to the Ghana Police Service, and the next one goes to the Ghana Security Services in Ghana. the whole entire. Sure, Mama who will feed the Yenina, you will be Mama who will feed the Yenina, you know. Mama Yenina, you will feed the Yawama, Yawanano, your great grandparents. That's it, Ghana. We don't have anywhere to go. And I'm appealing to Ghana clergy, Ghana Asofo, Ghana Ahefo, Ghana Impenyifo, Ghana Abaya Yokotui. It's not about rigging any election. It's about transparency. It's about truth. Because Ghana for Washu and the Washiansa. Sisiano Okia, the wind of change is blowing the whole entire Ghana. Mahama need to come back and fix Ghana and put Ghana in a pedestal. Ghana will be back on track. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. I'm in fact. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Na me pacho about phone abani wie mu na there are certain tricks in kitikiti bia omudi wi elections mu a
wo bi
on region and pay phone and this in pay bi ne say uba polling station wa you nipa dodo bi wo no ma about phone anka so mo nhye dani mo bi timi to parliamentary no dey akwa kwhye presidential no bi nzo to presidential dey abehye parliamentary. And so mu bie parliamentary na presidential no mo kan wie na so mu nyan kan parliamentary no mo kan wie ne presidential mo kan wie no mu nyan san ya no mo kan presidential wie ya agent no wo no one keka figures ni mu MPP die CPP die any rejected ballot no keka mu hunu say figure na onya aye no e the same thing almost na nipa na kwa akosan ye be bie parliamentary presidential no na ndc die ni bi dem a saa time no wo wasan awie wo san wie ye no e honom no mo de awiaw in this all check is 8 million polling stations 8,000 polling stations Ashanti region na so mo suppress vote 1111 bia o polling station a e vote do say en wo lusu saa no ma we ma enkanta wo kru bebre so during 2020 and 2016 ebi wa yeti vote no so no asan ebi the kwan e mpin for fa so training agents ne nkoyie ye training e be ye ne betima tana no ma na aka one day womu sa be gina womu nkyire bibi papa bia enti sa ade ne yempen fo no mu hwe ne yie si e be ye adwuma abre na adwumaden a ye nyina achi no e be banan sa na o man kitinkiti we ma sa mo de awia ni asa ko position
dia. Why is the signing not done at the last? I thought the signing should be the last thing. Why do you sign before you count?
And one asem no because of sa de we kwa ye the lawyers any you ko kuma by elections they see obi wa we lawyer pa ne de ato ne adada no asan abra yenya election kwan sha ape in the no na chezi ye training na ye pay for ni training agents ne nkoyie.
Okay, signing there, I thought say thank you. I think the signing should be the last thing. Like you cannot start by signing and no. I think signing should be the last thing. So we agent it should be the last thing. It does not matter the nipane catcher signing there. Hello caller. Hello.
Hello, Kevin.
Yeah, Kasamitio.
Yeah, Kevin. Good morning. Good morning. Robert.
Yeah.
Well, Kumani Kofordia.
Kumakasa.
Kevin, unim. Yeah. I'm money muno. Dodoona niema figures ni biya kese ye coalition centers no. Amra ya ye bibia wi na de pin sheet ne aircon. Ye microphone bi kura pin sheet no bi kura bi o ye se yentua ne kantu afa pin sheet na shen boto unless obetua ne kansa na de pin sheet na ma. Nti before say pin sheet no ne sabe kakra na ya no ade ye friends and figures ni biya keka. Ana bi on ma agent na wo gina polling station honom na ye kan no. Wanye due diligence. The after na ya throw figure na we no say ya mo throw figure ni nyina we na ka dem say mo hwe say figures na mo kan ye no e tare with the open sheet ni so na na obi onum na onye intelligent o ho no ntinu but at the time wa onu ni na ho so no na ye the figure ni bia ka ho wo
because number bit to say 161 191 160 some numbers na SSI and you say when you're vigilant you might 116 any 161 any 166 they are very tricky numbers.
when you baba was not the one back waka who were not the zero back waka can one
9,060. Yeah.
1,060. Ube one now the when you baba was no been in 19,000 so no makan 190. E bi also no makan 90. Nti e ho no very very important pa abraye kan because one na me a police agent for one of the polling station. Yeah kinda bi on so kan abon say o kan paper ni mienu boso. Eye wo de na wo kan no kan mienu boso. Na waye ne baako wo ho no. Na wasene yi wo de na wo kan no obi on mo bie mu a on hwe say yetimu ma hwan na nipa mo so wasa wade akoka MPP de no ho enti baako bi mo kan so oyi yesi apɛ ase print nipa ni timi na amaye ono yi no de kanam se da bi mansa twen jai emfa kan we hu enti ɛhɔ no no ne kan mu so ɛwɔ se ye ma ye ni da ho se ye ma ye ni anda ho a on be wia yen ana wo na wo je police station no hu ni nyansa se wo twen se ye mfa sika mbro se we na che se wo no
onye ready class of boy or say yeah
exactly nti yen gina se ye ma ni da wo se ekom de wo na wo to ade wo ton ade na sa ba wa ma wo da akya se asini trase a o ye do ko je police station no ma enka se ye mfa sika mbro won sa na wa ye vigilant so ko ye we na dia obedi na ma wo fu di wenim kan ye na dia na obedi na okom be do 4 years
but I say
4 years and na dia na ya
thank you very much
ye gina no agent na kasa no ye serious ye hu say ye pebi bia ma ye dachi nti me mfa blame ni ma ye mpanifo de wo yi wa ko gina ho
but I say all right go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kevin. Hello.
Meet you.
Alaji Boboni o.
Alaji Kasa.
Yo, me da so Kevin. Ya da so to e ti o ye hwe o. Parliament abodom pem. Tu we dia abasobon come out.
Me da say.
Abasobon come out. Nti o bo aduma na come asam so no Kevin. Ayi yemfan say. Ghana ha no abato na aya to no. Aya to say ye mpanimfo binum entre ni pool agents ni yie. Na di problem we nyina ebre ne say. Wo hwe pool agents aya wo mususa nkola na yeden ene train wo mo ebra mpanimfo so ho a wo say train mpanimfo se na ebe ya bibia betumi akotroten na yeso ye bo ho ban kopim se beto abana be wie na ye begina ho ahwa ba no ama o ma kan ya wie na efi agye results na hu se NDC na winning na NDC winning a na what jai presidential no na no so what class na o ma kan ya wie na wo hu se wa winning wie na wa ju results na wa send ama umpani for national and stand why wa hu se se dey why okay. Say ya abato na ye to no oba wo say e beto pre ayi parliament be wie na nipa na ho say wa wi na wie no mo bo say no obi adwona afiri wonom ye be wie awo so di ne ye kan na say e koma ye mpanimfo ye very very vigilant say ye be hwa abato no so ama bibia ko iye say na ye be ya winning election 2024 we no enye koma ayi just like that sao nti ye boy ho modern say tekima south ha yeah, SC 2020 no BCBM Kevin BCBM dia baba say yeah jumade a wo ma Ghana
me da say thank you so much Aji Yamisha hello caller
Kevin pachompume
yeah
kontomre ni
inwie mu ne koso on
Kevin me say asarama about 2 years before ever to no yeah program bi edi fa want mi di mani ko kan na enyibo enyi se ko ba ko hyase hyase fro na na ho no NDC stronghold pa Kevin be je say 2020 nipa do eto aba eto general say nipa do eto enu ye beto asane ma aba afi no na so ate nipa eto aba 2020 na ye ko be 500 but we ni buy no na 350 something it we do biam na say ma say NDC stronghold bia no ma calculate say 2020 no nipa do eto no be teso nti bi ye so say ewiem no no so count Kevin ye bomo den mpeni for best 3 omo na check 2020 nipa do eto ayi bia nti sa o betumi da fa ho awie sa mi hunu
but as kontomre all right kontomre no hello caller
hello Kevin
yes sir go ahead
Kevin Aiko, Captain here.
Captain Pacho, Casamitio.
Kevin. Unim acquired by Consulat 2020 NPP for fast we are badin. You see officials now will recruit to non-permanent staff who say majority of them are NPP for. It is a verse now, Kevin, na my staff with a printed ballot papers. I was watching the TV, the friend is sorting out, you know. And I mean, who said, you see official, no, back home, or the sachet, breast pocket, in the side pocket, now, where you start papers, no, not or the goom. At the point, no much that do light. And I'm afraid Eric Ejin and Kazan, Oma Okada, or Momo Okada riders, no, and cost light and two police stations because deliberately, no much that doom light. No, my say, my son, man, polling agents, no, Omoma or my new call easy officials because majority of them, only a non-permanent staff, a MPP for normal to this side, Jumano. They also they should take me.
All right, Captain, thank you. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mr. Packer.
All right, Fila, go ahead.
Yo, Mr. Packer, Edin Kind, young one and Shiro, and Pedro, and Yokase, and two come and from where the Biaum, the Bia, and it's on the kind of question, and my Ghana, and Conan in Pabo, and Cow, Yero, Bawa, pushing a forward to my phone. I mean, Yoko Shiro, Yanawa, and Karen Chance, and say, you are Packer bin Taylor. Your show ball in some form, SC 2020. Every Sibio, they say a new peace council or Ghana bio, your Nibu Kurabio, Christian council, your Nibu, Ghana and Safoy, in the world to mean Casabium, MPP Nina Bang, Ghana fire ready say a Pamomo, and the NDC bonus why Yasaran so. You see, I ready say a protect Ghana for vote to Ejamomo in some form SC 2020. Every Sibium can the corner abewe a buye in some form abewe 1 year Ghana for a titi abewe what titi in the corruption Agari Ghana. MPP for the Kwamaya left him up to say Mama Jamu singing fund, Mama Jamu investment fund, Mama Jamu Esra Levy fund, Mama Jamu Digital Center, Ajamu Data Center, Ajamu NCA, Ajamu fiber optic over 800 kilometers. When Mama Jamu America car power, Asugulity 1, T2, T3, Ajamu Senkofa, Mama Jamu Tamna 3. Ajamu Kotakwaba, Ajamu Circle, Ajamu Kasu, Ajamu Pukasi, Ajamu Tamal Airport, Airport, Tumas International Airport, Ajamu Kajetia, Nababa Muntumi Yashia, Mama Nambadinatam, by the grace of the Almighty Allah, Ghana for are you ready? So Mudi Jomama, but the 2024 election, are you do or die? I'm vigilant.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Fila. Okay, that was Audi Fila. Mama here submit to me afa. Okay, Obi Waha. Mama here. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, madam.
Hi, this is Thelma. I want to ask a question, Kevin. Don't they have, regarding the voting issue, don't they have the total number of registered voters?
Oh, they have it.
Because if they have it,
they have it. So
yeah, if they have the total number of registered voters, 100,000 for at Ashanti region, how does it double or triple?
That's a good question.
Yes, because it's just simple.
You see, when they rig the elections, and there's overvoting, what they hide behind is that after the election is declared, go to court. So you see, right now, their only thing is that rig the elections. When they contest it, tell them to go to court, because you can only prove rigging in court. That is why the NDC now is saying that court shouldn't be an option. Because if you give the EC...
Because I'm sitting here thinking, like, if you have the number, every party should know that, okay, we have 100,000 here, we have 100,000 there. So when you vote and you have 200,000, there's a mistake somewhere. And it looks like the same name is being used 2, 3, 4 times. So
the MPP,
it's a simple...
the MPP rely on that small clause there and say that they have to count the numbers. So what they do is, after counting and there's overvoting, they will tell you that the results have been declared at respective polling stations. So all that will tell you that go and petition the EC and go to court. But by the time you are done doing that, the EC had already declared the election, the results. That is what they did in 2020. So that's why John Mahama says the NDC should not make the EC an option. They should not see the court as an option. They need to win the elections at the polling station. So until you get the results tallied right, until you are satisfied, before you can give a signature or sign for the EC to declare. Until that is done, until you call your superiors for them to also double check before you can pen your signature and say, now you can declare. So the election should be declared at the polling station. That is where the NDC needs to
Yes, and because sometimes you can see that there's the gap between the parliamentarian number and the Mahama late was like, where?
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. Thank you very much, Tama.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Okay, hello, caller. Hello. Hello, caller.
Yeah, Church of Christ.
Church of Christ. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe something be. You know, yeah, were diaspora say, you know. Yeah, you say beer, you be say be call. Akoko jino ahwe. Amia ya kan ban you quite edit for me akwanya na say omuni pana omayi omuna because me no.
Oh yeah, I think
who says kakoko.
Yeah.
So kwima de me MPP. Me him bibia no mokro no.
No, there is. Yeah, you can.
Okay,
do that. As far as you are basically volunteering. EC crowd volunteers.
Okay.
So as far as you are volunteering for the NDC, you have not committed a crime.
Yeah.
And it happens all over.
So I'm not crime dear. Oh, say Uber NDC for no. I'm not crime dear because obi oha ebiana na yika kebia wa ye se bebia ni kokko aso.
Yeah.
Tu be kono obehwehwa wadani. Ghana this time around there.
Thank you very much. Matissa, NDC Canada. NDC Canada, Mr. Segbefia, I think you are not doing your job. And you need to sit up and do your job. Because there are so many people in Canada who want to have their own, my friend is saying, constituency or whatever. And Mr. Segbefia, I think you are being so selective when it comes to diaspora. Your diaspora is getting weaker because you have been so selective. You think some people are the only people you listen to. You need to do your job. And it's looking like even when you go to Canada, at the end of the day, people want to come out. People want to form groups that want to raise funds and help the NDC deliberately or whatever. I don't know. But the amount of messages we are getting about your conduct. Come to the USA. The NDC USA has broken down totally. And you have basically decided that you work with some people, you don't work with some people. So the NDC diaspora, USA, Canada, it's broken. It's because you, Mr. Segbefia, you have picked your people you are working with, and they are not working. That is a fact. They are not working. Go to Canada. There are so many people who want to form groups and all that. They reach out to you, and because you don't want anybody to come in your circle or your position, you have basically printed everything. You don't allow anybody to come, bring any suggestion, nothing. And you keep running the diaspora down. Recently, John Mahama was in Canada. I heard it. There were people there who were willing to support, pay, fund the party. You stopped people because you have chosen a path where you think if you don't know the person is not your friend, you will not even open locations in Canada and go to US. Come to the US. The whole thing is a mess. People took positions, they are not working. And you, Mr. Segbefia, that USA NDC chairman or whatever, that lady, she's doing nothing. That lady cannot even, she doesn't know shit. Nobody talks to her. She does not know how to organize. The whole thing is in disarray. You don't want to sit up and help. People are willing to contribute, add their money to support John Mahama. And people like Mr. Segbefia, you can't be a monte. Matisanko for a partner, tell when you unnecessary things. When you know party man, just our party when you need to listen to the young ones. They understand how the dynamics work. We know what's our party may see 2016 mutiwana muluzu election. Mwana na motiwo. So when people bring new ideas, you people need to listen. And Mr. Segbefia say the diaspora. Ukoman asama na wakapta asamno and cut down to the national. He will keep the issue because asana okan ABF or nipa ho, and he has captured the party. And he's destroying the party. Go to America, go to Canada. And this is something that has happened consistently. And Benyabu say, Segbefia is the problem of NDC diaspora. Or the same party, no. He is not willing to listen. He's not willing. Wafa inkurasi phobia omabe garden. And omuna sebio old ideas, people are willing to contribute, finance the party. And now Mr. Segbefia out here another party, friends and family, ebusiafo. Almost audio mochino, to the extent to make sure that diaspora and this diaspora becomes more and more attractive to people. And the Minoka say there's no way you can pick a phone and call somebody, send me here at the forms. New York, Washington DC, you cannot even call anybody for a form. Hundreds of people come in my inbox. Kevin, we want to take NDC forms. You know be Mr. Segbefia aji point, waji position abo so se nebusu dia. And obi ankasa and all say party no. Me say no person who apply to be part of NDC New York or USA Atlanta. Unya obi amfre no. And a Segbefia te ha sika bia ba kanyan. Where did you wear kanyan? Where they cannot even meet people. They cannot even help. People have millions in America. They want to contribute. Among for are willing. Segbefia aje party na boso. Enkwasi asamunkwa. Enkwasi asamunkwa because NDC opposition and omunyo musika. Enkwasi asamunkwa. They are killing the party in America. They are killing. One day I will do a Zoom meeting. Our TV so. Now my friend NDC phone you some better some beka for Segbefia ho. Asia dun ketia Segbefia na sell party no abrochire. Anytime munya fans bia no. Anytime moba you cannot organize any serious program because nipa na oda no diaspora boss no Segbefia no or say party no. He's not open for suggestions. He's not open for views. People want to bring new ideas. Otina party munya ya kan bagas ye muade me menya this new me ka kire mo sana mba wini power ensamfo na mudi no muntwa so mo amotete mo besa mo join NDC Canada USA dia muni baby obeko uni baby obeko NDC USA chairman owefa ono na me ono dia na woni mfa no sama me no dia na oye ensam hunu nko ensam hunu kwa Syria callers na mati so mo you need people who can do the job. You need people who can work. Alex Segbefia semo party no mon kan kire no. No. I am not scared of him. And I'm not scared of anybody in the NDC. Alex Segbefia no gumu party no abruchire. People want to be part of NDC. Go to Dubai. Among for freye. Ebede de tumaje NDC forms. Alex Segbefia ji position atade ni ase. Ono so amfa hwemba. Ono so onye bibi papa bia amafo abrechom beso mba Ghana ebeye polling agent Alex Segbefia agi atena so okokan so wanyini so onye adwuma no wanyini onye adwuma no ko Canada kohwe go to people in Canada they just want branch keke give them the forms and one Alex Segbefia or the Tunisi so okokan na buofu na party papa dia munya nsamfo no. All right, we'll be back on Thursday to discuss Ghana. My name is Kevin Taylor. Be good. We are all good. Cheers and good night.
Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. Take glory, Father. Son, take glory, Holy Ghost, now and evermore. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. The Holy Spirit sit on the throne. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. Holy Spirit sit on. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. Hey, Ama, in our dear Lord's garden, planted near below, many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. In our dear Lord's garden. Balua Galaban. Many tiny flowers. Ashaina Yama, and I'm not Abuso. Ashaina Yama, and I'm not Abuso. Biday, our biday, Wampia, biday, our biday, Wampia, 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 Wampia. Ashaina Yama, and I'm not Abuso. Ashaina Yama, and I'm not Abuso. Biday, our biday, Wampia, biday, oh biday, Wampia, Wampia, Wampia. Apaguaza, agu ua 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 ai au ai au Biday, our biday, Wampia, biday, our biday, Wampia, Wampia, Wampia. Biday, our biday, Wampia, biday, our biday, Wampia, 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 Wampia. We are traveling from this land. We are on our way to heaven. Only Christians can go there. So let us praise the Lord. Left foot, left hand, right hand. Shoulder up, shoulder in, shirt up, right hand, left foot. We are traveling from this land. We are on our way to heaven. Only Christians can go there. Matalia kalapala gala. Ayato maluko mata siba aluka. We are traveling from this land. We are on our way to heaven. Only Christians can go there. So let us praise the Lord. Left foot, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Oh, how do I scoop it and I can take it back. I'm